One more night of Dead by Daylight. That's the name of the charity tournament I hosted on the 13th, 14th and 15th of November with my good friend NarrowRaven, where we made a bunch of FNAF content creators face off in Dead by Daylight in order to raise money for the Movember charity, a charity for men's mental and physical health. And in this video, you will get to see all of it. Not just the tournament itself, but some exclusive behind the scenes interviews and backstory leading up to this tournament. This tournament was by far the most ridiculous, convoluted, most stressful few months of planning I've ever done, and the most stressful thing I've ever done with content creation. Having to pull off an entire tournament that was not only fun for the audience, but fun for the contestants. A lot went wrong, and a lot of good times were had, and I even ended up losing all my hair. So that's what this video is for. This will probably be the longest video I will ever make on my channel, so strap yourself in for an absolute monster of a video. Timestamps are available if you want to skip ahead or rewatch a certain part of the video, and let me tell you a story about how one guy, with a lot of help, managed to pull all of this off. The story begins not with one more night, but this man, David Barron, as well as this man, Pastra. Around July of 2025, these two hosted their very own Dead by Daylight charity tournament, 5 gens at FREDDYS, and I was on a team. I'd actually been there on a previous event, a DBD Charity Tournament called Sleigh Bells, which featured me, Bonzi, Sin, and Plytoast. And considering at this point I had a whole total of like 3 hours in Dead by Daylight, the fact that in that tournament we had gotten 3rd place was insane. However, we obviously stood no chance, and honestly, this experience didn't get me super excited for Dead by Daylight since I felt like I just got bullied, which is probably true. So when 5 gens came around and I would be on the team with people I actually knew, SSJ Josiah, Sir55, I Am Reese and Vonnie, I was more than willing to get into Dead by Daylight, as well as Springtrap being released. And even though we didn't win, losing by 1 point, me and a whole bunch of my other friends actually got completely hooked onto Dead by Daylight. And I put more hours into this game than ever before, consuming content at a rapid rate and fully investing my time into Dead by Daylight. And considering I had about 6 or 7 hours by 5 gens, and now after the tournament I have about 425 hours, you can say I put some time in. But during this grind is where the first signs of One More Night came from. I had been participating in events with fellow YouTuber NarrowRaven, who made the One More Night charity for his friend who was diagnosed with cancer and decided to make the event a repeated thing. And around this time I had been meeting him and some of his other friends. And while in call with my own, the conversation would then switch to what would we want to do if 5 gens ever happened again. And that's when I decided, instead of waiting for David Barron and Pastra to host it again, why not just make my own version? And I decided to team up with Raven since he both knew how to make these events happen, and because the name One More Night of Dead by Daylight was just too perfect. Now the original plan was to have a 1-day event with some friends and all that, but then we got David Barron and Pastra on board, and next thing you knew we had the same number of players as we did in 5 gens. Raven is someone, however, I do want to give a massive shout out to, since he helped me so much in organising the event and helping me get in touch with the right people and promotional tips and tricks. He is a smaller creator, so I'd appreciate if you go and send him a subscribe after he's up to me, of course. But anyways, let's now get into the tournament itself. But first, so I think now would be a good time to introduce everyone on the teams for this tournament. Every team featured 1 pro player, someone who had at least over 1,000 hours in the game, and 1 dedicated killer player who had to choose between 2 different killers for the tournament. Every team had 5 players with a total of 8 teams and 40 players. We also had subs standing by just in case. The first team was called the New Gens. This team consisted of Dubald as the team's killer playing Pyramid Head and Twins, with Survivors Supers, the Dapper Waffle, Booney and Flute Loops as the team's pro player. The second team was called the Big Tops. This team had Frogger25 as the team's killer playing Vecna and Xenomorph. I wonder why that was the case. Survivors Snorts, Pineapple, Bonzi and Pastra as the team's pro player. The third team was called the John Bears. The team's killer was Plenty, who was playing Vecna and Nurse. The survivors were Partly Cloudy, Nipple Nick, 3FS and Eclipsical as the team's pro player. The fourth team was called the Chippers Lumberbots. Exploding Loaf was the team's killer playing Nemesis and Wesker, while the survivors consisted of Underscore, MKG, Terminal Error and Lotto Dots as the team's pro player. The fifth team was called, get this, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruin DLC. Yeah, I don't know why we approved this. Chewy Dog 1 was the killer for this team, playing Hillbilly and Chucky, with survivors Chupo, It's Dingo, Sleepybox, and David Barron as the team's pro player. The sixth team was called the Jackie's Boxers. The team killer was Damian Lee, playing Dracula and Wesker, featuring Respawn, Sir55, Right Toast, and Foul McFly as the team's pro player. The 7th team was called the Mycelium Men. The team's killer was Unknown Specimen, playing Huntress and Oni. The survivors were Johnny the Night Guard, Demuted, DJ Sturf, and Barney Goose the Pro. Our final team was the Molten Melodies, featuring the killer Mainans, playing Blight and Bubba, with survivors That Guy Zan, Snaspy, Raptor, and Alternatum as the team's pro player. So now that we've introduced the teams, here are the rules for the tournament. If you want to pause and read them, you can. It's not super important. Basically, there were certain add-ons and perks and stuff that were banned and certain rules that people had to follow, so I won't go too much into it. If you're interested, you can just look at it here. So now that we have actually gone over the rules and the teams and you met them all, now comes a very interesting time. Before the tournament, I interviewed a bunch of the pro players and killer players to see what was going on in their minds before the tournament. This is a bit of fun, and I think you'll be interested to see what some of the killer and survivor players had to say. Listen to what they say and see if it translated into the tournament. But anyways, enjoy this part of the video. Why don't you introduce yourself, tell us a bit about yourself, and tell us how many hours you got in DBD.
My name is David Barron, or Big Man Barron, but I have just over 6,000 hours in Dead by Daylight.
I am Pastra. I am a horror YouTuber who currently has, I'm checking right now, 1,350 hours in Dead by Daylight.
My name's Ultimatum. I am the local FNAF goober with too many shower thoughts. I have about 2,200 hours in Dead by Daylight.
Hi, I'm John Eclipsical, John Bear. John, mostly, but mostly also Eclipsical. Really, whatever you choose. I have about 1.4k hours in Dead by Daylight, and I'm probably most known for Jerikai not letting me go that one Trickster game I played, and he says that I play Trickster all the time now, even though I don't. But, you know.
If it makes you feel better, I actually have been considering trying to learn Trickster. So
that is amazing news, because finally I can be something else than the guy who played Trickster once or twice for fun.
Hi, I am Foul McFly, or as my friends like to call me, I'm Jonah. And I have been playing Dead by Daylight since, like, I think 2 years ago? Roughly. I think. It was after Chucky came out, so around then.
Ah, yeah.
And, let me check real quick. I have about 1,500 hours in Dead by Daylight.
I'm Lotto Dots. I make Finance Freddy's YouTube videos. I know. I have 2,162.7 hours on Dead by Daylight.
How do you feel about being labeled as the pro for your team?
Yeah, lol. Okay.
It's very weird for me.
It did make me a little bit nervous at first, I won't lie, because, you know, while I do have quite a few hours in the game, all things considered, like 1,300, as far as like DBD is concerned, is like when you're only starting to get like pretty decent at the game.
Yeah.
If you look at any Dead by Daylight professional like guide, I'm like basic, dude.
That was terrible. It was awful.
So there was a part of me that was like, oh, if I'm the pro of this team, I hope that I can actually like give them advice and help coach in a way that's actually going to allow us to perform well. But, you know, to kind of live up to that, I myself, on my own time, have been training like crazy at the game on both Survivor and Killer.
Having 1,000 hours in Dead by Daylight is like baby level. Like, oh, you just got off the training wheels. You can actually play the game now. So, but I honestly think that's really stupid. I think that's just something that a lot of, I'm going to be real controversial here, that a lot of entitled players say to make them look better because they have 4,000 hours in the game.
When it comes to, like, compared to, like, the newer players, I definitely consider myself a pro, I guess, but, like, against the other pros, I'd say I'm, like, roughly on the same skill level as, like, most of the other pro players, except for, like, a select few.
I mean, like, it's fitting. I have the most hours. I think I probably know the most about the game on my team. I haven't met half my team, you know, so I'm just gonna assume that, you know, they just don't play the game, meaning I automatically know more than them simply by playing the game.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
How do you feel about being the coach for your team?
I mean, I think I think I do a pretty good job. Obviously, you know, when my team shows up, that is, you know, I do the best I can.
I feel pretty confident in it now, because in the couple practice sessions that we've had, I know our Killer player Frogger, he is playing as characters that I actually have quite a bit of knowledge on. So I was able to help him quite a lot whenever it came to practicing on that character. And I know that with the team itself, we had a couple of good like Survivor sessions where I was able to help them a lot with like communication and general macro of the game. So I feel like in terms of fulfilling the role of coach, I was able to help the team figure out the things that I felt were absolutely necessary for playing the roles that we're playing.
Yeah, I love coaching people. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love teaching people things I know. So yeah, when I had a chance to be a coach for new players, I put my heart into it. And all these players now, Bakewell Tart, or It's Dingo, literally didn't know what a pallet was, and now can loop pretty solidly. It's Dingo, Box, Chupo, Chewy Dog, they're all doing fantastic.
For the past 2 other tournaments that David's hosted, being, what's it called, Sleigh Bells and 5 Gens.
Yeah.
Both of my teams in that one, okay, first one, I was in the tournament. I was the killer player for my team. And I basically taught my entire team how to play the game on the day of, which was really fun. But we ended up winning somehow. And then on the next tournament, I was just the scorekeeper because I wasn't allowed to play that time. But even despite that, David allowed me to coach the Toy Chicas, and I basically coached them from like the day before to like the day of the tournament, and they got 3rd.
I mean, I feel pretty good. It's the night before the tournament, and we didn't get as much practice in as I would have liked, but I myself, along with some of my teammates, were very busy, which makes sense. We all have lives. But genuinely,
It is just a fun charity tournament at the end of the day. It's not meant to be this super serious thing.
I'm not too pressed about it. I think Plenty was already pretty good as a killer. He seemed to have his bearings together. And the others as survivors, you know, they can hold their own. I think I do know where our weak links lie. I won't say anything, but I know where they are. But I think at the end of the day, it's, again, all for fun.
If everyone had 1,000 hours, would you have chosen to play killer for your team?
No.
I'm really washed on Killer more than I am on Survivor because I do prefer playing Survivor more.
Probably. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm more familiar with Killer now than I am Survivor, so I guess I would, but I don't know. It depends. I mean, if someone's better at me than Killer, which is like probably the mass majority of people, then you know.
Oh, absolutely. Killer is the role that I have more fun with. I enjoy both roles like a lot, but personally I just find the idea of playing Killer a lot more appealing because I don't know, it just like I find the gameplay loop a lot more interesting than Survivor.
No, I'm much more of a Survivor player. I can play Killer, I can play Killer well. I used to main Killer for a lot of my early time playing DBD, but I just prefer Survivor and I'm better at it.
Yes, I would have volunteered to play killer for my team, yes.
Cool. And what killers would you have chosen?
I would have played the Blight. The Blight is my favorite killer and my main, and he is the killer that I feel the most confident in my ability to perform well on.
Freddy or Billy?
I have a very unique palette, okay? I have, you know, you gotta think of it like a buffet, you know? I get a slice of clown on the side with some Blight drink, you know, a nice Blight serum, and then the main course, a ghoul steak, you know? I know half the audience, you know, is on their way to down, you know, like fucking dislike all my videos because, oh my god, he plays ghoul.
I know he is like super overpowered broken killer, but I actually like playing Blight. I think Blight is a fun killer to play.
Oh, Blight's
and
fun.
I'm not ridiculously good at killers. I probably would put Blight up there.
Definitely Dracula. He's been my main since he came out.
Yeah.
And then probably either Wesker or Springtrap. Wesker's my stronger one, but I like Springtrap a little bit more.
I've been like playing a lot of Chucky recently. I feel like he's fun. I don't know, but he's like sort of just weird sometimes. It's just like, I don't know. Probably him, and probably I'd want to go with like something weird. If it was not banned, I'm not even kidding, I would like grind out Skull Merchant and play her for like a thing. I think that'd be so funny.
How do you feel about your personal ability to play well in this tournament?
We'll see, you know. Well, we have on and off days, and I guess it's just gonna happen when it happens.
Oh, I'm not concerned about that at all. I feel like I'm gonna do fine. I'm gonna be like a little mosquito. I'm gonna be like always in the killer's face trying to get their attention off of my team so they can do the gens while I like bother the killer.
I think like even let's say the tournament for some reason started like 3 minutes from now. While I'm rusty as hell at the moment, I think I do pretty well. Obviously, you know, in the week leading up to the tournament, I'm just gonna dive in one last time, you know, unrust, get myself back in I guess prime DBD shape. I'm gonna have to play a bunch of babysitter. I'm not gonna be using the perk babysitter, ironically enough. I'm looking for using like sprint burst, I don't know, vigil, bond, something to help them heal faster. I don't know, maybe bring leader or something, or we'll make it. Point is, I'm gonna be playing babysit.
Everyone fumbles once in a while. Any pro player thinks they won't fumble lying to themselves, and I can't wait to see them fall. Everyone's gonna fumble. I probably will at some point, but I think my chance of fumbling is very low. I am going to be playing very altruistic to keep the team alive while they slam gen.
I really have to lock in when I'm playing, like, actually well in the game. And if I do, I can really pop off. But it almost has to be like a flow state that I get into.
I won't lie. Whenever I first got invited to the tournament, and I heard that I was gonna have to be a survivor player on the team, I was initially very, very nervous about that. Because for the longest time, I was much more of a killer player than I was a survivor. But funnily enough, in my nervousness at the role of playing survivor for the team, I found myself practicing a lot more survivor over the last couple of months compared to killer. And in this weird roundabout way that things ended up working out, I now prefer survivor over killer. The main thing that myself and my team have been focusing on is basically trying to maintain chase for as long as humanly possible whenever the killer ends up finding us, and focusing on like splitting gen pressure whenever we're not in chase.
Are there any concerns, worries about this tournament, and more specifically with the first team that you guys are versing, the Molten Melodies?
I have a great deal of confidence in our first match going in for one big reason and one big reason alone. I was made aware of the fact that the Molten Melodies have a Blight player. I feel like a lot of my team, especially yesterday, was very intimidated by this because, you know, Blight is one of 2 best killers in the entire game, but as a Blight main and somebody who has a lot of hours in that killer, I was able to give them a lot of tips on how to fight Blight. And I could feel the morale of the team literally boost by the end of our training session because of like the training we did. And then as for our killer, I am extremely confident in Frogger. I have seen him become so much more lethal with his Vecna specifically over the course of our training that like I have a great deal of confidence that he will perform well.
Slightly. I'm a little more worried about our killer going against their team, just because Flublu's is kind of good at the game.
Not anymore.
Not anymore? Hell yeah.
Dog is a crazy good killer. The survivor team's doing great, and I've heard down the grapevine that plenty has not been practicing.
My biggest concern for the tournament is that my team just doesn't show up.
Yes, obviously. My first team is, as has been stated many times before, but this might be someone else's first time hearing, is a team that has, David Byrne has like, what, like 6,000 hours in this game? Yeah, 6,130 hours. He has that many hours in the game, and yeah, he's not even good according to pro players. You know, to say that I am, 100% hopeful would be a lie, but I will say, I've tried my absolute hardest to prep plenty to be able to know some of the stuff that David Barron might try. I think David Barron will undoubtedly be an obstacle, and worst case scenario, we gotta play Dig 2, but we'll see how it goes.
What team are you most scared of?
Gee, I wonder.
The only teams that I'm like particularly scared about are FNAF Security Breach Ruin DLC, obviously. Yeah. And John Bears.
Maybe just new gens in general.
Definitely David Barron's team.
None of them scare me that much. But if I were to delete a team here, it'd probably have to be either Ruin DLC, because I hear David Barron has like a lot of aura. Seems to have aura.
I hate to show weakness whenever I speak his name. However, FNAF Security Breach Ruin DLC sends a shiver down my spine, and I'm not going to deny that.
Probably new gens.
Now, which team are you least scared of?
Jackie's Boxers and Chipper's Lumberbots. Chipper's Lumberbots because I just don't hear anything from any of them. And Jackie's Boxers because I've literally been told they have not even tried.
I'm gonna out him here. I'm not very scared of Jackie's Boxers. And the reason for that is because I am friends with their killer player, Damian Lee. He is playing Dracula and Wesker for the tournament. He does not own Dracula yet.
If I were to pick one, it would probably have to be Chipper's Lumberbots.
What team's the Dapper Waffle on?
New gens.
Yeah, those guys.
I'm not even gonna lie, Mycelium men are probably the ones that I'm least worried about. You know, now that I've said that, I've kind of like doomed our team. It's over. I think that we will get first place easy. For sure. Absolutely.
I think it'd be really funny if we won, but it's something I'm not sure if it's the most likely thing here.
So I would say it mostly comes down to how the first match goes. I think if we somehow beat David Barron, we are at the very least probably getting to the finals. I pray. If we don't, then I cry.
I don't expect to win. Like, the earliest you can get knocked out of this tournament is when I expect to get out, bro. That's when I expect to get kicked out. I don't think I'll be able to fucking babysitter us to like a W. I don't think that's gonna happen. It's not. There's no way, bro.
I don't want to say I expect to win. That's very conceited, and I don't like being that. So I think we have a good chance because of the time we put in.
Yep.
But DBD is a game of mysteries.
It is a game of mysteries.
And sometimes you just lose, and you can't figure out why. Sometimes you make a bad call in a 50, get down in a bad spot, it happens.
I do believe that our team has a strong chance. From my training I have done with the team, we have very, very strong pressure on Survivor. Quite a few of us are strong chasers, and I am very, very confident in our killer player. Of course, you know, I want to see us win. I have confidence in our ability, but I believe if I was looking at things realistically, I think we have the ability to get top 3. That's where my confidence lies, is top 3.
Oh yeah, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us a bit about yourself, and how many hours do you have in Dead by Daylight?
I am mainensbusiness@gmail.com, and I have 444.3 hours of Dead by Daylight as of the 4th of November 2025. I make Five Nights at Freddy's videos and occasionally some other videos, and very heavily on the word occasionally.
Hello, I am Frogger25. Of course, I do FNAF content primarily with max modes. I have 199 hours, so just shy of 200. Just for reference, at the start of the 5 gens at FREDDYS tournament that we did in summer, I had like 70 hours, so I picked up 130 hours since that. I've been a little addicted.
Okay, I am Exploding Loaf. I do variety FNAF content, if you want to call it that. I don't know. Similar to Waffle, I guess. Flame Trace, Manaxa, just throw any FNAF YouTuber you can.
Jericho Games.
Mix of everything. Jericho, yeah, fuck you, bro. Last I checked, I believe it was 215 hours on the game, but I have a lot more if we're counting cross-platform. I probably have over at least 600 hours on the game.
Alright, what's going on? I'm Plenty. I have 180 hours in Dead by Daylight, and a little bit about myself, I'm a repo master. I have lots of hours of repo. I was very good at Dead by Daylight, and you know what? I still am. And that's all you need to know.
Dude, fuck yes. How do you feel about playing killer for your team? Like now that it's all kind of
There was no way in hell that I was going to play Survivor.
Oh, so it was easy.
So bad at it. It was an easy choice. In fact, I don't know how I put it. I think I said, I'll be happy to play killer. But in my mind, it was please for the love of Christ, let me play killer. Please give me killer.
I was a little hesitant just because I definitely feel like I'm a stronger survivor. I guess it was just because looking at my team, no offense to my team, I feel like of the options, I probably was the best pick for killer. I feel like I was probably the one that can perform best as killer, so I was willing to step up to that plate. And I've been feeling good with it as of late, so I think it's probably the right call.
Great, because it was what I wanted to do in the beginning. I wanted to be the killer player. Right?
I mean, I feel honored, obviously. You know, it's definitely a big role. But, you know, I think it was definitely the best pick. You know, I was definitely, the first time I did a tournament, the Dead by Daylight tournament. You know, I didn't really like being a survivor. Then once I got a little bit of haste for killer, I was like, all right, this is it, you know. So I'm just crazy on killer, you know. And I think it was definitely the best choice. I love everybody else though, but
Hell yeah.
I definitely think it's gonna work out.
And because I think I was the first person to respond, Nate just went, yeah, whatever. That's fine.
Did you end up choosing / learning a specific killer to play for the tournament? Obviously, I know the answers to this, but for the audience.
Yeah. I was swayed into learning a new killer. Nate went, hey, you want to play the most broken killer in the game? If you get good at it, you're going to be really, really good at it. And thus, the Blight was born.
Well, Vecna, no, I just chose him because I thought he was fun and I was just kind of naturally good with him because I think he's just kind of naturally a good killer with his like several powers. But the other one, Xenomorph, that's where the lore comes in. So again, going back to 5 gens at FREDDYS, I was on the team top shelf and our killer Spiff played Xenomorph and somehow he got us the dub. So I decided it'd be funny to bring Spiff's honor back and play the Xenomorph.
So I mained Dracula and Springtrap, but I did play a lot of Nemesis due to 2v8 and Wesker. So I had an idea of how to play them, but I started playing them more like right before we started picking killers for the tournament. So I had been practicing with, you know, Wesker and Nemesis, which is who I'm playing in the tournament now.
Oh, actually, Nurse. A lot of the other people that I wanted to play, I wasn't too certain that I would be able to be like really good at them. But when I saw that Nurse wasn't banned, I was like, you know what? I know Nurse is pretty good, so
you could say
I gave it a try. So I don't even know how many hours I have on Nurse, but I was definitely practicing Nurse for the tournament. So
how do you feel about your personal ability to play well?
I'm pretty confident, but like I'm pretty good under pressure. But it's more of a like leading up to it type of thing. Like I'm gonna be really nervous until, you know, I'm in the game. But like it depends who I'm going up against. Like David Barron, I don't know. That's definitely gonna be where I'm the most scared.
I think in the practice games that I've done, we were greatly at a disadvantage due to the timing that we were doing them. But with this tournament being earlier in the day for me, I think that we'll actually have a better chance of performing well.
I guess I am just like a little nervous overall because like I feel good with like the matches I play in, but I don't know if the matches I'm playing are just against people that are worse at the game, and then when I get into the tournament, I'm just gonna get clapped. But I think I'm also just overthinking it. I don't know. I feel pretty good with Vecna. I think I just have a good understanding of how to utilize his powers. I've also just gotten better at killer because when I first started killer, when I got back into Dead by Daylight, I couldn't even get a single kill. I just think I'm better at managing like what to do when now.
I hate that question so much. I have the faith in my ability to do well. I think I'm going to put a lot of pressure on myself. I think if I play to my best ability, I will do well.
What's your main strategy for this tournament going to be? And do you have any idea what your loadout might be?
Strategy is a tough one. Strategy is... Okay, my loadout is almost exclusively information perks. So I've got Lethal Pursuer. I'm with it. Lethal Pursuer, Nowhere to Hide, Barbecue and Chili, and it's not Eruption, it's Pop Goes the Weasel.
Yes.
So those are the 4, and 3 of those are information perks. Yes. I think my strategy is to make sure that there is the least amount of gens being worked on as possible.
Find Survivor, attack Survivor, hook Survivor, repeat, and hit gens along the way that I see are high progress. I will say, like, kind of with those perk loadouts, I feel like a lot of them are kind of information based in a sense. Which I do kind of like, because I feel like my main struggle is trying to find the survivors. I feel like I can probably do decently quick chases, unless I'm chasing the pro player, of course, but I feel pretty confident with my chasing ability.
With Wesker, it's not going to be, because I know there's a lot of people who are just going to have one, and I want to kind of be, it's going to be boring for people to watch. I want to be, have fun with it. It's going to be a lot more charging and stuff like that. But my main strategy is going to be more gen control than like actually pushing people. Maybe that's a bad idea, but gens is what's going to get them the win. So like, if I can control gens, that's what we need. And Nemesis, I'm going to focus on zombies a bit more.
Well, to the viewers at home, I think the main thing I'm going to be focusing on is hitting everybody. That's my first thing, because if everyone is infected with Mangle, right?
Yeah.
And I have Alien Instinct, you know, my main thing is just gonna hunt them down and then get a whole bunch of, see their auras everywhere, because I'll be able to, you know, if I hit them, I see them. So pretty much just seeing, like, knowing where everybody is at all times is kind of like my main thing.
Are there any concerns or worries about this tournament, and specifically with the first team that you are facing with?
Honestly, I haven't done my research onto who I'm actually going up against. You know, I like keeping it blind. Obviously, I hear the name David Barron, you know, you can't avoid that. But other than that, I'm kind of keeping my head down because, you know, I think it's better if I just go in blind. You know, think about it, I'm just going into like a random match. You know, like I'm just queuing up for killer.
I don't know. I think as long as they can learn how to counter Blight, that should be fine. Because Blight's definitely pretty counterable once you know how to counter it.
Yeah.
Bubba is kind of scary because that's a lot of pallets that are going to get eaten.
From my side of the tournament, no. Like, I do obviously have worries because I don't know how good most of these players are. But I don't have any worries in my ability to play against the other four. I don't know how good Frogger is, and I don't know, like, his two killers are Vecna and Xenomorph. Those are weird killers.
Yes.
Like, those are killers you don't come across very often.
Yes, Floops he lives and breathes this game. I'm scared.
How much has your coach helped you in the training process?
So the thing with Loto is he does, from what I know, he's not a huge killer player. He's more survivors I did. My editor Sky, this guy he's another person who lives and breathes DBD. He was doing most of my killer training with me.
Oh, he's definitely helping me a lot. I mean, like, finding out certain builds, which add-ons are pretty good. Like, we're going around testing. Like, I already know a bit about which add-ons and perks I like to use, but it's definitely good for someone to tell me, like, what they know, because I don't go through all the perks. I kind of use just the ones I have been using. So, like, there's a lot of perks I don't even know about that, like, kind of get, like, shown to me. So I think it does help. He helps a lot with that. And also just, like, strategies about, like, if I do something wrong, or if I, something I could have fixed, or could have downed somebody at a certain time, I usually get corrected, so it's nice, it's nice.
Out of all the teams in the tournaments, which one are you the most scared of?
I want to say New Gens. Only because I think the skill of their killer to the skill of their survivors, the gap is the smallest.
The awesome team name, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruin downloadable content. I don't know, David Barron just scares me, honestly.
Unironically, I think the New Gens, because you know, originally I would say FNAF Security Breach Ruin, but I think, I don't want to come off as harsh, I think their survivors, if it was to be a killer game, would make it so it would kind of, I don't know, I think the survivors are going to sway a lot of the killer games. And I think that the Ruin survivors aren't as strong as every other team. I think that, looking at it from an outside perspective, New Gens has the most experience out of anybody in this tournament.
I mean, David Barron, I mean, that's kind of the only thing I know about, you know, I mean.
What team are you least scared of?
Mycelium Men, maybe? I know Sturf has probably been too busy to practice, so I'm gonna say that's probably one weak link there, hopefully.
Least is a thing that I can't answer. I really don't know who.
Yeah.
I really don't want to come off as mean to anyone. I'm just going to say that now to whoever's watching. Love you all. Jackie's boxes.
Any of them that doesn't have David Barron.
Do you think you're gonna win? And if not, how far do you expect to go?
Well, I do think I'm gonna win. You know? And I'm so confident that if I don't win, I'll donate $200 to the charity. That's how confident. And if I do win, then I'm gonna donate $500 to the charity.
If you don't know what happens already, this is to the people watching the video. If you don't know what happens already, back us. Put the house on it. The Molten Melodies, we're bringing it home.
Hell fucking
We're bringing it home.
Oh, we're winning. We're going all the way, of course. Like, top shelf, big tops. Look, we only know how to be on top, okay?
Oh, true.
I only know what the top is.
I think it really depends on what happens. If we,
obviously.
I think if we win against the New Gens, I think we'll win.
Alright, well, that's the end of the interview. Any final thoughts, words, shout outs, anything you want to say to the camera?
Shout out to the people that made Repo. doing this for you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And hey, to all my loving fans out there, I'll see you on the court.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in this tournament. I'm sure it's going to be amazing and you're going to kick some ass. It's going to be beautiful.
Thank you.
But now, let's get into the actual tournament. For a quick summary, this was over 3 days, and here's how the brackets worked. On day 1, all the teams would face off against each other, with the losing teams on day 1 being knocked onto day 2. Each bracket would have 6 games total, and the overall winner would head straight to day 3, while everyone else went to day 2, which I will get to later. But with that, the day had arrived. The 13th of November, Raven and I pressed the live button and got into our first match of the day, the New Gens versus the Chippers Lumberbots. Hello everyone, welcome to Suffocation Pit 1 with Dubald as the twins. Now, twins are a scary killer, I have to say. Oh, it looks like we've got our first chase already.
Oh, yeah, first chase already.
Dude, terminal error already. Wow, that's a really fast start to the match. Like
really fast.
Especially considering there's no lethal Basua, that's insane. But looping around Shaq, which is obviously the strongest loop in the entire game. Looks like we have our first... Oh, not our first down. That's unfortunate. That was a bit of a
I'm surprised Terminal didn't go to kick the baby.
I'm surprised he didn't kick the baby either. But I still think this is going to be a down. And Shaq Prowler at 5... Oh. Yeah, Twins is... no, that's our first gen already.
First gen already?
Wow.
Wow.
Really fast first gen. That's 1 point for the Chippers Lumberbots. Already. Is Jibon going to get the down hit? No.
And already on to MKG.
Oh, dude. This is not a very good start for Dubald, but he is pressuring with chases, which is good. We've got a grab on MKG, which is good. Looks like we might have our first down. We've got a lot of Killer Instinct props going off, which is fantastic for Dubald. Looks like it's going to be our first down. First down by terminal error. Looks like this is our first hook for Dubald. But Twins is a scary killer, and Dubald has been putting in some time into Twins. Looks like they're healing up, and that is our first point for the New Gens. It's 1-1 all time.
And already on the 2 people who were healing.
Yeah, Friends to the End is an insanely good perk to run. Because obviously now they're exposed, so Lododots is down for the count. That looks like it's going to be a second hook. And Dubald knows to face the wall, so flashlight saves won't work. That's 2 people hooked in the span of like 30 seconds. This is really good pressure. The other 2 really...
Insanely good.
Yeah, Dubald is cooking. And going right back to the hook. Not tunneling, which is nice. But yeah, going for underscore, injuring underscore, going to check that second hook. Looks like that's going to be terminal down again.
And another down.
Now, if I was terminal, I would not have gone for the save as terminal. And that looks like it's going to be almost 2. Oh. Now that looks like either a dead hard or an endurance hit, which is really good. That prevented a 2 downs and 1. Twins is really good at just snowballing a match. And now while they're hooking this, let's see how they're doing on gens real quick.
We have MKG on 1 generator so far.
Yeah, MKG on a gen, always be on gens on a team. Arguably 2 people on at all times. That's another down. Dubald is absolutely killing it right now.
Yeah, they're cooking so hard right now. I'm impressed at the moment.
I can tell, knowing Dubald, he is absolutely cheering. But it looks like he is going towards the other people. Oh, no, he's going back to the person. I wasn't paying attention. But that looks like it's going to be 4. Oh, then that's another gen done. Another point.
That's another gen.
Another gen. So they're not completely out of the game yet, but Dubald is definitely putting the pressure on. And one perk that I've seen that he's running, which is insanely powerful, is Blood Echo, which means whenever a survivor gets hooked, all other survivors become exhausted for like 30 seconds, I'm pretty sure. If survivors are exhausted, they can't use their exhaustion perks, and they are the strongest perks in the game. It basically allows them to get away from the kill for free, all this sort of stuff, but that's 2 downs already. Now, they might be able to get a lot of dots up, but I think this is going to be another point. All right, that was underscore that he got down. That was underscore that he got down before. I haven't gotten used to the teams yet, but that's going to be 5 points for Dubald. Dubald is absolutely killing it, and I am looking... it's looking a bit concerning for the Chippers Lumberbots. I'm not going to lie.
It is looking really concerning.
Yeah. Now, looking at Dubald's build here, Call of Brian and Nowhere to Hide is an insanely good combo, because Nowhere to Hide, in my opinion, is one of the best killer perks in the entire game. Maybe not so on Twins, but it's still really good. And that's MKG down for the count. Twins...
MKG down.
Victor is a very, very, very oppressive chaser as well. It's very scary to face a good twins. Victor especially. It's not even like Charlotte, it's just Victor.
It's literally just Victor. Oh!
I know that Dubold is cheering and grinning ear to ear right now. Now, underscore, he really has to haul, and that is another point for the new gens.
And that's our first death as well.
Our first death! Now that is really scary. Normally, if someone is down before, like, if someone dies before, like, one gen is left, it's almost pretty much guaranteed to be over. And that's another point too. I mean, anything could happen. They could make a huge comeback, but these two are going to have to work extremely hard, and no one's on gens. Now, obviously, a big thing too is the hatch as well at Shack, which Dubold also knows about. There's no way that he's not going to be able to pressure that immediately. That's another down already.
Another down.
I'm super concerned by the point bracking, because at this rate, the new gens don't have to work hard on the survivor side. Dubold has been playing extremely well. And Twins is a really fun killer to watch as well, because you don't see Twins all the time. But Dubold is really, really representing Twins right. It looks like Lower Ducks is doing the typical pre-drop blind, which, from my experience, that can really upset Dubold. But I think he's in the game. And I think that's that's two people down. This is looking really bad. And that'll be our
second death as well.
Yeah, that's our second. And that's a pro player down for the count as well. MKG.
Oh, and MKG, is it going to be going for underscore?
No, he's not. Which is, getting a gen done is good, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, Victor...
It's going to be hard to get that hatch here.
Yeah, not to mention, he knows what underscore is. I don't know if they know about the kill instinct that Victor provides.
I don't think they know.
So that's a bit concerning. But that's going to be another hook as well. It's going to be 9 points. Oh, that's another gen done too. So that's 3 points.
Another gen as well.
3 points. They're making up a little bit of room, but it's not what I would like to see. And that's 9 points for the new gens. I'm really worried about this, because getting the gens done, yeah, that's like good for getting them points, but that's also just guaranteeing points for Dubold. But we'll see what happens. I mean, the problem is the second that he completes the gen, he's gonna know exactly where to go, and I think it looks like he does know where he is. I think this is it. I think this is the end of the game. And with that,
that's the end.
I get shaking his head. He's like, no.
Shaking his head.
With that, we have 12 points, a full sweep for the new gens, with 3 points for the cheapest Lumberbots. An absolute insane game by Dubold. Let's get Dubold in here. Let's get him in.
Yeah, let's get him in. Let's see how he feels. Hello, Dubold.
Hello.
GG's.
GG's, dude. What a match, man.
That was indeed a match. That
was so good. We were like saying at the start, like it's all tied up. Like, you know, Twins is one of those kills. You had to, like, I think your first two chases, it was a little bit rough, but you snowballed hard.
Indeed. I was nervous, and then it just, just all it takes is one, and then it just snowballs.
No, for sure. And that looks like another donation as well. But no, I was saying to Raven, I'm like, you're going to be gritting ear to ear at this point. Like, you're going to be so happy.
Yeah, dude, it was great.
You have set your Survivor teams, which from the looks of it, you're going to have to summon for Survivor as well. You guys don't have to do much to secure the win for you guys. So
he's just going to have to work extra hard in general, though.
No, for sure. You guys are a devastating team. I'm very excited to watch the next game.
All right, here we go. So we, of course, have essentially the same matchup, but swapped. So we have Exploding Loaf playing Wesker, aka the Mastermind.
Already getting our first match in already, first chase. But that's our first hit on Dubold, which feels personal.
It does.
And going for switching targets. Now, this is my biggest concern, and that was a crazy hit right there.
Crazy hit.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned because I'm noticing he's now going to be injuring everyone, which I know for a fact that gen rushing is the key, which might be what he's trying to do. But, this is a scary team. New gens have put themselves on the map. Are they all grouped up together?
It seems to be that way at the moment. And back on Floops.
Back on Flute Loops, which is interesting.
And Dapperwall is here to help.
There's a bit of a whiff. Now, I did see these guys' builds. There's a couple of really funny perks that they're choosing to run. Now, again, I wouldn't kick this gen. There's like no progress on that gen. That is just wasting time. All right, that's a first point already to the new gen. I'm a little bit worried. He hasn't gotten it down yet. He's getting looped really well. And Flute Loops is the one person that I wouldn't go for. I would be trying to target like Vonnie or Waffle or Duball. And again, kicking the gen. Caller Brian, he does have, but honestly, that wouldn't be the perk that I would run. If he wants to do a gen kicking build, I would have recommended Eruption. That would have been a much better pick.
Yeah, that and Pop Goes the Weasel as well on that. It seems like an interesting choice because it also wastes that amount that you can kick gens for throughout the match.
And again...
Oh, there goes Vonnie.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
Oh. Why are you over here? What?
Why did you drop that ballot? I don't know. I just was really confused. I thought he was going to chase me, and he was... No, that's fine.
Yeah, and again, kicking that would have been an easy hit right there, too. That is just...
Yeah.
It's not looking good. It's really not looking good. I'm worried that Loaf might be letting the pressure get to him. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't want to say anything too early, but I'm really worried for the Chippers Lumberbots.
I'm really thinking that new gens might be taking away the win here, because if Loaf doesn't get a down by this next gen being complete, which is going to be soon here, I think that's all said and done.
Yeah,
I think wraps.
I think they literally, he has to down them all before like 3 gens are done, or it's just over.
Yeah, he has to snowball really hard here, and constantly switching targets, only going for a hit and then leaving is not the play you want to do on Wesker. He's not really a hit and run kind of character like Legion.
No, he really isn't. This is hard to watch,
if he
man.
Flicks here, he could get this.
This is true.
Doesn't.
No, that's unfortunate. That's going to be a hit on Dubald. Now, if I was him...
He needs to stick this chase.
He needs to stick this chase, and on top of sticking this chase, he needs to get this down super quickly. And it looks like that's not a down.
He doesn't get it, but it's an infection.
An infection, that is true. Now, this is
and he's in the corner of the map. He has nowhere to go.
Yeah, this is an easy down for him. Dubald has nowhere to go, but that is another point for the new gens. Our first hook and first point for the Chippers Lumberbots. And that's another gen done.
Oh, no.
That's a whiff.
What is he swinging at?
I think he's mad.
Oh, that's what he's swinging at. He's swinging at the waffle.
Yeah, that's a teabag from the apple waffle.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is
oh shit. Yeah. I stunned him with a pallet, I teabagged him.
We should throw pebbles at the same time.
I think they know they got this one. I think they're just having fun at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think this is it. I think actually, looking at the score, I think new gens are guaranteed to win. This has been a very clean wipe by the new gens, which is horrifying.
Oh, yeah.
New gens have set themselves up as one of the teams to look out for in this tournament, and they were a team that I was actually a little bit worried about because they hadn't practiced too much. They weren't having people in, but they're all friends. And again, why would you kick the gen?
Dubald.
Prioritizing all these kicking gens, it's not the play. It's not the play.
It's not the play.
I'm listening. That's the final gen. That's the final gen. That's actually.
Oh, and he hits the wall out of anger.
Bro is mad. I mean, look, I think all things considered, both teams have played exceptionally well, no matter what. And that's all 4 out. That's all 4 out. That is max scores. 13 points for the new gens. Did he only get 1 hook that entire game? What?
Yeah, he only got 1 hook.
Well, with that, new gens, I don't even have to add up the scores. New gens win. Well, I think to start with, let's get Loaf from the Chippers Lumberbots.
Yeah, we gotta hear what Loaf has to say.
We gotta see what he says. Hello. So that was a rough game.
Yeah, it absolutely was.
I still think you did a pretty good job so far. No, I'm joking.
I got one. Don't. I got one. Don't even.
Alrighty, and here we are on Suffocation Pit with Mainans playing the Blight, which is a scary pick. And then we also have on the opposite team for the survivors, we have Snorts, Pineapple, Bonzi, and Pasha. And already in our first chase already.
That's really insane.
And a down already on Pasha.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Whoa. That's our first point to the Molten Melodies. That is crazy. What?
And already on the next on Pineapple already.
I gave the team to the wrong point. Okay, the wrong point. Wrong team to point. No.
And Pineapple down already. Oh
really?
My goodness.
Wow. Dude, Maintenance was...
Oh my god!
In my opinion, Maintenance is the strongest killer in this tournament. He is a snowball machine and healing under hook, which, you know, normally you don't want to do, but I mean...
And in the next chase with a hit on Snorts already.
Actually insane.
My goodness.
I'm lost for words. We've just started. I had to sort some things out. We just started, and I'm like, what is
happening?
What is happening? This is not what I thought was going to happen at all. What is happening? Oh my god.
I had no reason to swap POVs because it's just been instant chases.
Has anyone even on a gen? Okay, one person's on a gen. But he knows he's on a gen. Dude, what the hell is this? 3 downs and not a single gen has been popped yet. I mean, the match has already been going on for like literally 15 seconds.
And already a hit on Bonzi now. That might be a hook on every single survivor if he gets this down.
Yeah, I think so too. This is... no, that's a miss. But I think Maintenance has been doing... I mean, I don't think it matters. I don't think this fumble's gonna... like, that's not gonna cost in the match or anything. Really, really good on Blight. He is... That's a down.
And the down on Bonzi.
Yeah, nah. You can't juke him by just moving like to the side. You really have to play like a god. You have to sweat really bad. That's a dub. And Maintenance I was super worried about because of the ping. But I don't think there's any issues here. That was a ping moment right there. But again, it doesn't matter. That's another hit on Pineapple. Who's run...
Oh, and Pineapple's cornered.
Just cornered
herself.
No! Oh my god. I don't even know
Are they even going to get a point this match?
If they don't, that's GG's.
So see what happens. Nugents might have some insane competition.
This was the ultimate underdog story. This is one of the teams that I was the most concerned about. But 4 points already. Now that's a down. That's a down. That is crazy.
And we did get a gen completed as well.
Oh, Pasha with Deliverance. So if Pasha gets hooked, which is unfortunate because Pasha was the first person to go down. That is not what you want when you have Deliverance. You want to...
And already a down on Bonzi.
What is happening? We've been in the match for like a minute.
I think if this ends up being the fastest match like this, we have to give Maintenance a reward of some kind because this is insane. And already on Pineapple too.
Dude, we're going to have to give him his own shirt, bro. Doesn't even matter. And that's
and a down, and that's our first death.
That's crazy. And that is another point for Maintenance right then and there. What a game. If Maintenance does this to the new gens, do you think Dubois would be able to come back? Whoa.
Dude, this has just been a stomping.
Yeah, I'm trying to like think of what to say, but this has just been so good. I think all that time...
Oh, and Snorts messed that up.
Yeah, that is... Big Tops are going to have to really push to get any points. Now, Snorts is doing a really good job juking Maintenance right now, but I don't think it's...
And another gen complete.
Another gen. That is... Oh, I would have dropped Shack Barrel there. I would have dropped Shack Barrel.
I would have dropped it too.
But it looks like though...
It genuinely may come down to just if Pasha can get hatched to try to secure more points.
That's what I'm thinking. Pasha might have to do that. But I think Maintenance is going to know that. And Blight is the killer. Speaking of which, where is Pasha? I want to see where Pasha is right now.
Oh, and that's not Mainz. Bonzi down.
Yeah, and going
Pasha's already over by Shack.
Yeah, now this, I will say, this is looking good for them because he's in the right spot. And even if he gets a hit in, he won't get the down. But I think that might be an escape. Yeah, and that's an escape. That's an escape. We need to get Maintenance in here. That was an insanely good match.
I've been stolen.
Dude, what was that? That was an insane game.
Oh, I can't believe I let Hatch go away. I can't believe I let Hatch go. Dude,
oh, yeah.
I should have. Oh, man. I could have played that so much better. That's all right.
But dude,
I could have done that. I could have done that so much better.
You've still secured an actually insane lead. Like, that was... I was like, whoa. I knew Maintenance was good.
That was insane.
That happened a lot faster than I expected. That went better than I thought it would.
Yeah, no.
That was insanely, like, I've never seen a snowball like that in my life.
Fellas, welcome to the Rancid Abattoir with Frogger25 as the Lich, Vecna Very scary. And already our first chase, Lethal Pursuer is definitely one of the best perks to run just to get the get ball rolling as fast as possible. Vecna is... They're very confusing. They have a lot of skills. New players like Zan are gonna get actually stomped by this guy. But it looks like the first chase was Raptor, who's playing very well. This wasn't as good as our previous stomp, but this looks like it's gonna be a down, regardless.
Oh no!
A miss!
Just missed.
Yeah. Now this is... Oh, that's a first down.
And hit with the skeletons.
Hit with the skeletons. Checking on the gen.
Already into the next chase, slugging for now.
Yeah, going after the pro, a Gaping Croissant or Alternatum. That's a hit right there. Maybe getting an injury.
Going for the pickup.
Yeah, which is obviously the smart thing for hooks. That's a Scourge hook right there too, which is a Pain Res proc. Now, Pain Res is one of the strongest slowdown perks in the game.
Oh,
that is our...
It's right next to him too.
Yeah, that is our first point for the big tops. Now, this is Snaspy. Snaspy is not that experienced, but he's still not that bad. He's still gotten quite good, and that was a really, really good finessing right there, you could say.
Oh yeah.
Leaving Shack again. Again, we're using out the window for Shack. Leaving Chase.
And leaving.
And that's our first,
gen is complete
for the Molten Melodies. And our first chase with Nate, who was healed up, which is pretty good to see. So far, it's sort of 50-50. I haven't seen any... there hasn't... Obviously, no one's gotten a stomp yet. There isn't really a deciding factor yet. That is a...
Oh, and back on Raptor.
Back on Raptor. Which, that is probably the smartest play. Because obviously, as much as tunneling is a looked down upon strategy, it is a very worthwhile strategy. Now, something I've noticed, I was going to say, Mage Hand is something that I have seen Frogger not using a lot. That's another down right there. Because, I don't know about you, Raven, but I think Mage Hand is Vecna's strongest ability out of his 4.
Oh yeah, if you can catch survivors off guard with that, and especially if they don't have that one, wearable item, I forget the specific one that it's called, it can really catch you off guard.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that is another point for the big tops. And it looks like this Jat Gen is really close. Getting the hit on Snaspy.
That's incredibly
Now, I'm
close.
curious, he's going to keep that. Now, normally I would say kicking gens is a bad thing, but sometimes with gens like that, it's not the worst thing. That's Zan's first hit. Zan probably has no idea what just happened. And I mean, if I was Frogger, I would be going for Zan. Zan would be the person to go for because he's the most experienced. But and that's a mimic trap right there. It's the mimic. Every single FNAF guys, spam mimic in chat, please. Mimic for charity.
Everyone's on a gen right now.
Yeah, this is now splitting pressure is obviously what you want to do. That they're gonna find him for sure. But you really need to be splitting your pressure in a good way. There's no point leaving a chase, leaving a gen, if you don't have somewhere to go. And not choosing to kick the gen.
Not kicking the gen.
Now, honestly, in that case, I think that's the best play because he needs to get a down here. He needs to secure some sort of down. Now, Nate is the one person I wouldn't go for because Nate is their pro
and
player.
as we can see,
another point for the Molten Melodies. Molten Melodies are doing surprisingly well.
They're scary.
Yeah, both of these teams have been playing very well.
I think I might understand what their strategy is with Zan being one of the, actually the person who has played the least amount in this charity is to protect him, keep him hidden as long as they can, essentially.
Yeah, which is really good. Now, against the new gens, I am curious. That looks like it's going to be a hit. Oh, but the play.
That's a down.
That was a very smart play. It ended up working in your favor. Getting the pro player down. Now that can be concerning. That's another gen already. It's all tied up once again. But this is going to be a pain res proc, which is, good. That's something that's really concerning, I will say, is that there isn't a lot of pain reses. That's
and
2 gens?
Oh no, this might be the end for our team here.
This is
for Frogger.
Frogger has to pull it back really well. Frogger probably has to make sure they don't do another gen, and that's Snaspy.
I think right now I'd be going for Raptor right now.
I would be too. I would not be wasting time. But at the same time, a pain res proc could be the play because it teaches which gen. But that gen in the corner is literally so close to being done, and that is Snaspy down. But it's first hook. He needs to get to a pain res, which it looks like he's got right here. These guys have not 3-gen themselves. In fact, it is probably the nastiest not 3-gen I've ever seen in my life. The fact that there's like one gen on the complete opposite side of the map, and I bet you any money that's where Zan is right now. And if I was Mr. Frogger, I would be going to that gen to find Zan, because Zan is like, I mean, obviously we haven't gotten to see Zan in a chase yet, but yeah, Zan's on that gen.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's on that gen. Oh, it's about to. Yeah, there's nothing Frogger can do here.
I was so worried about because of this. I thought he was messing up skill checks and practices beforehand, but he's obviously picked it up super quickly. I don't know what drugs Nate's given him, but dear God, Molten Melodies have done exceptionally well.
I'm excited to see the matchup between New Gens and Molten Melodies.
Yeah.
It's going to be scary. No, Frogger's sad.
Oh, no. So that's 6 to 11, I believe, in favor of the Molten Melodies. And with that, I think Molten Melodies, 21 to 10, have won. Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
hello.
Frogger.
What a performance.
How are you feeling?
I was somewhat panicked, and they played really well, so not a good combination.
Yeah, they did.
I was just like really scared because like they had really good gen pressure all around, so I was just becoming way too paranoid about the gens, and I should have committed to chase instead of trying to protect the gens.
Yeah, there was a couple of moments there that I was like, the right play here would be to go and do this, but I understand in the moment it can be pressure. They really good pressure along hand.
It was tough.
Really good chase performances by everyone, really. They all did super well. Pasha with the $500.
Oh my
goodness. Dude, thank you so much.
So Pasha has said, good game to Molten Melodies. Don't count us out yet though. We will pull through.
I hope to see it, dude. Thank you so much.
All right, we're in the next match. So we have Mainans playing Blight yet again on Mount Ormond Resort against Floop Loop, Dapper Waffle, Dewbald, and Vonnie. This is definitely going to be one of those matchups where it's definitely going to be close calls here and there.
No, for sure. This could go either way. Blight is a horrendously terrifying killer, and that is a pallet stun. Now, this isn't as good as the start as he had before, but obviously, that doesn't mean everything. This is definitely a much scarier team, I have to say.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely an insanely good matchup, for sure.
Yeah, Mainans is a scary Blight. I am a little worried about his ping. I've seen one or two little things, but I still think that he could make it work. And that's a hit on the Dapper Waffle. Like I said, Mainans is really good at hitting those flicks. He's not a killer you can just juke by going left to right.
And another hit on Dewbald.
Yeah. Now, getting injures with Blight, hit and run on Blight. Ooh. Okay. Now, I will say, I know some hesitation there, but I think he's made the right call. That's a ping right there. But that's definitely the right call, 100%. You do not...
And that's a down.
Yeah. Now, I am a little worried that there might be a pallet stun here, but we'll see what happens.
Me too.
But it looks like
there isn't.
Mainans is prepared, and that looks like it's going to be our first hook of the game, going in favor of the Molten Melodies. But there is a gen getting worked on, which is, you know, obviously good. This is the team that is going to prioritize gens over everything else. I think, honestly, these guys are not going to be as cocky as they were in the first game. I think they're going to be sweating their balls off. And now kicking a gen there, normally you don't kick a gen when starting a chase, but with Pop, it is like completely fine too. 20% is insanely good.
Oh, and on Dapper Waffle, who's already injured.
Looks like that's a hit
and
already.
Gets the down.
Dude, this is going well for the Molten Melodies. New gens will have to pick up the pace. But let's see how the gens are going. It looks like the 2 separate gens, it looks like. Now
3
splitting
separate gens by the looks of it.
That's really good. That's what you want. Splitting up gen pressure is essential. And looks like he's in chase with Floop Loops. Now, Floop is the scariest player on this team by far. There's a point to the new gens.
Oh, and gets the hit.
That's a hit. And blinding at the now, blinding at the pallet with Champion of Light. I can definitely notice that Manins is a little bit more nervous, and that's totally fine. But I still think that Manins can pull through. That's another gen popped.
Oh, and that's another gen.
These
and
two
at
teams.
Shaq, I'd be leaving this chase.
I agree. This is not the chase, and unless like again, if it's Floop Loops, not the player I would be going for. Even though he's injured, Floop Loops is going to waste the most time. I would be working on trying to catch a survivor out of position, especially because there's no gens on that side of the map.
Yeah, for sure.
He looks a little nervous, but this could still turn in. He
gets the hit.
He does get the hit. Like, Manins is very, very scary. Dropping the pallet, that is definitely the smart play. Hesitation picking the gen. That's Bill.
They tried sticking the gen there because I saw someone run off as he came up to it trying to hit it at first.
Yeah. But that's going to be... Oh, Dead Hard!
And the Dead Hard.
Very good on Dubold. Very nice Dead Hard. I'm nervous, man. That's a whiff. Very no. That's another point for... That's 2 gens!
And that's 2 gens! Oh no!
Oh. Dropping the Shack pallet. This is nerve.
I'd leave.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's...
He might get him here, though.
Yeah. As long as you can secure the down... Now, I would have used all my rushes. With Blight, especially when you have ping, you don't want to be, like, rushing, just like, haha funny. You want to be pressuring as much as possible. You want to be making sure you guarantee that hit.
Misses again.
And that's
and that's the last gen.
All gens done. But it looks like that will be another point for both men. Oh, with the flashlight save!
Oh, in the flashlight. Oh no, maintenance!
How unfortunate. And the body block on Floop Loops. Trying to
Taking
get
a hit.
past.
Dapper Waffle going upstairs is an interesting choice here.
I think it makes sense. I think he's just buying... I think at this point, there's a massive lead. If they can get everyone out, that's still... Like, that's a lot of points. That is unfortunate, to say the least.
Let's get him in at the end, because I want to get him in at the end.
Now, let's get one person. I think we should get one person. Who should we interview?
Let's get Dapper.
Dapper Waffle.
No, Dapper, we're here to interview you because we want to hear what your team is thinking right now.
Oh, okay, sweet.
How you feeling?
I mean, we're feeling pretty good. That match went, like, really well for us. I mean, me personally, I don't think I did the best, but, like, towards the end, we had, like, really good split gen pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, we had the one in main building at, like, 75, and then I was doing the one on the right at 75. So no matter what, like, one was getting done and we were getting out. Like, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, we had to take a death, but, I mean, I just went to main building. I'm like, guys, I know I'm gonna die, so, like, just get the 3 men out, we're good. And, I mean, honestly, it turned out pretty well. Like, we're feeling pretty good.
No, I agree.
Yeah, you guys did amazing.
Alright, welcome back to Twins with Suffocation Pit once again, because it seems that Dubold just keeps getting Suffocation Pit. This is like the most common map we've seen in the tournament right now. Do you think this map's killer-sided, survivor-sided, or pretty balanced?
I think it depends on if they get like the most center gen done and then spread that pressure. If they get that center gen done, then it's pretty survivor-sided, but if you can hold that center gen, it could go either way.
That is very true, and that's our first grab on Snaspy. And Zen just grabbed off the gen! That is our first point.
Yeah, this is something I was scared of, is that I know Dubold's going to try to go for Zan after probably seeing that last matchup.
Dubold is not afraid to tunnel. He is not afraid to do what is necessary to win. It could go either way. It looks like it's going to be a down.
And we're going to see another... Oh, no.
Oh, miss.
Doesn't kick the baby.
I don't think they know how to kick the baby. That's going to be another down.
Yeah, that's another
Snaspy.
down.
Now, this is concerning, because I know for a fact...
Father help!
And oh, that is a highlight of this tournament.
And they're all in this corner of the map as well. The pressure here is insane.
Yeah, this is really...
missed.
That's a whiff. But I think it's not going to happen again. It doesn't work twice in a row. When it comes to whiffing, you don't do it twice in a row. It doesn't work. And that is their pro player down for the count, which is what you want. That is another point for the new gens. That's also a gen done. That's a first gen done. It's not completely out of the woods yet. But Dubold, like I said, I think Dubold only has to score 4 points. And I think, honest to God, it's happening. I think new gens have very adamantly secured themselves as the first team moving to day 3. Depends what happens.
Oh, but nope, misses.
Misses
and kicks the baby.
The baby is dead. Please do not demonetize us. Behavior interactive. Hanging around this area, I would not. And picking up the item is crazy. That's gonna be another down. Looks like
another down. And the teabag from Nate for a second.
Yeah, and that is gonna be another.
Zan
grab from
completely
Zan.
oblivious.
That's another down from Zan. They'll be in here tomorrow if they win. Snaps beyond. That's
And
2
another
downs.
down.
Now Twins is like Blight, a snowball killer. He can go from having everyone healthy to everyone slugged and dead on the map in quite literally like a minute tops. That's another point to the new gens. I think that's it.
I'm at a loss for words.
I think that's it. I think new gens have won. I mean, it's
unless they somehow pull this back in an insane manner.
I don't think
agree.
they can. I think they can. I think at this point the score is all tied up, but that is a down. Yeah.
And yep, that's the shaking of the head again.
With that, that's it. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
They've won. They've done
New
it.
Gens is going to day 3. Alrighty, and here we are. So we have good old Chewy playing Hillbilly by the looks of it, and we're gonna be facing off against Partly Cloudy, Nipple Nick, 3FS, and Eclipsicle. So this is gonna be a really interesting map.
Yes, for sure.
Suffocation Pit.
This is Coal Tower.
I don't know, they all look the same.
They do all look the same. This now a curve here would be crazy if he pulls it off. If he pulls off a curve here, it's GG's.
No, not pulling off a curve.
Unfortunate. Now, one thing about Hillbilly that can be problematic is going for the chainsaw. And then it looks like it's going to be our first point. 2. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Bitch Ruin DLC.
They're working on different generators. There's 2 almost 100% done.
Yeah, wow. This is really, 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 really scary. I have to admit. That is a gen done. Now, it looks like they have 99, the top gen, which I think is very smart because that gen is really hard to get to, especially as Hillbilly.
Oh, yeah.
This is. And that's a down from 3FS, and it looks like he's trying to get another hit somewhere, which is, normally the smart play. That's hitting a wall.
Hits the wall.
You have to give him creds. Hillbilly is a very, very scary killer to face. Because that incidental
I
potential.
agree.
Now, this is an instance where going for a chainsaw may not be the play. I think he knows. I think he's good. He's going for the M1, which is the correct play to do. A lot of new billies, a lot of bad billies, they'll try and chainsaw, and it's injure. There's no point in doing that. But that looks like it's going to be another gen and another hook. So far, it is all tied up. Looks like they popped that top gen. It looks like that's another gen.
Another gen is almost done. The pressure is insane.
Yeah, this is a really good team. John Bears are a really, really good team. That's another gen done. Looks like he's leaving and going straight for that other gen.
Oh, and there is someone who is injured here. Now, if they try to body block, unless there's that there.
Yeah, this is it's not looking very good for Security Bridge, which was the team that people were scared of. But at the same time, John Bears are extremely good.
Oh yeah.
So we'll definitely see what happens. That was like,
they have a boon.
Of course, I have a boon. This is Nipple Nick for you. He always runs a boon.
He always runs boons.
Yeah. Now,
let's see. Is it him? Yep, it is.
Now, ignoring the boon is the smart play. A lot of killers will try and prioritize hitting a boon over chasing a survivor, and in 9 times out of 10, it is just not worth it to snuff the boon. Unless, like, the only real reason it's worth to snuff the boon is if the survivors are actively getting value out of it, and Circle of Healing against Hillbilly is arguably, like, the worst boon to run against him. Exponential would have been, like, the much better choice for sure. Looks like we're going to get another thing. That's going to be a down, Partly Cloudy, and another gen done. Wow.
This is looking really scary. One thing I'm noticing that Chewy is doing is that they tend to patrol only like 2 generators as of late on this corner of the map, and I think that's going to be the downfall.
I mean, there is a benefit to that. Having a nice 3-gen is a good idea, but I don't think they have the most optimal 3-gen that they could possibly have.
Yeah.
It's a nice 3-gen, but this is part of the one of the good 3-gens, but there is a nasty 3-gen that you can get if you play your cards right. And it's like getting into a chase with Eclipsicle and Partly Cloudy. Now, I'm curious, and I have a feeling he's going to do it. He's going to go straight back to Cloudy to try and get him out of the game as fast as possible, which is the
wise choice.
Yes, very smart. Regardless of what any survivor main out there tells you, this is the incredibly smart play to do. Getting him out of the game as fast as possible is essential. But
ooh, and just misses.
Yes. Now I'm curious. This is gonna be a power? There's no way. Ignores the power. Oh, how unfortunate! He expected that.
Oh, and he's around too.
Oh, how unfortunate! And I want to see our gens getting done.
No.
Eclipsical's starting a gen. It looks like this is they haven't pressured. They have a really good they had a really good nice start, but this is it's still a 3 gen. It's not a very bad 3 gen for the survivors. But Hillbilly can cover that distance really quickly. He's not really paying attention to that gen, and if I was him, I would be pressuring that gen way more. And he's going on to that's and down! And it's Cloudy! The one person who actually needed to get out of the game. That's 4 points. And plus the Blast Mine. I mean, the thing is, Blast Mine's actually a good perk. People think it's a main perk, and it is, but it is an effective perk to run. Having Cloudy out of the game could be very detrimental to the team if they don't pull it back. But it looks like that's down from Nickel Nick. Now I want to see what these survivors are doing. Are they doing a gen? They are. That gen is gonna pop.
This gen's close.
That gen's gonna pop.
It will pop. But Hillbilly's coming right over instantly to interrupt this.
Now a 4-man slug might be the play. This might be what he has to do in order to pull it off.
It might be. Oh, that was so close.
That was so close. And kicking the gen. Now, I think he's hit the gen limit. At this point, kicking gen, this is why having a 3 gen and not getting value out of it is bad. You can only kick gens so many times before you can't do it anymore.
Oh, yeah. And plus, now Nipple Nick is back up.
That is true. They didn't get that hook, didn't secure those points, which I think they need. They need to get points. These guys are going to get out, but Hillbilly is really good in the end game, just because he can get from both gens really quickly. And I'm going to guess he might get nicked here, but I think that last gen is going to pop.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it's going to pop any second now. If they are smart, they will pop that gen, and it will be GG's. I'm expecting it any second now. Actually,
though, it seems Chewy Dog is getting caught on a lot of the environment right now, and yep, there it goes.
There he goes. That's the final gen for the John Bears. That is that. Now, if I was Chewy Dog, yeah, I would try and secure this hit and try and get to that exit as fast as possible. I think he needs to give himself as many points as possible, because at this point he needs to pressure plenty as much as possible, and I would be running to that other exit as fast as possible and not securing this hook. But at the same time...
just sitting there.
But at the same time, I respect it. This is a team that is going to try and go for the save. That's 3FS out.
Eclipsical is here, though.
Yeah, which is very interesting.
I would be chasing Eclipsical right now.
He's just pressuring, and I don't think this is the play. I know what Eclipsical's doing. Is he just standing there, or is he actually leaving?
Yeah, he's, like, right there.
If Chewy Dog turns around and sees Eclipsical right now, this could be a game-changing move. But is he going to notice? Is he going to notice? I don't think he's noticing. I don't think he's noticing.
I think they're
what is he doing?
Loud. There's no way. Chewy!
A second stage. Oh, this could be huge. This could be huge. So that is second stage. So that is 5 points to FNAF Security with Ruin DLC. But if you can get this down...
Another play here is to just delay this as much as possible, and maybe endgame collapse will get...
Yeah, if he can distract Eclipsical long enough, make it so that he doesn't get anywhere, this could be the game. This could be the play. This could really be it. Shining the flashlight.
Trying to get blind.
Come on, get the blind. But yeah, Nick on that hook.
Got the blind.
Got the blind. Got the blind. Got a second blind. Again. And this is one of the standoffs of all time, I have to admit.
I don't even know what's happening here.
I don't know what's happening here either. This is
Oh, wait. I think Chewy messed this one up. They might get away.
And I think the final score, if I am not mistaken, is... 6.
Oh, pushing them back inwards. Ooh, this is interesting. I'd hit that door right now.
Yeah. 7. Right now, it's all tied up. 7-7. Eclipsical needs to get out. If he does not get out, that is 3 points to fight the FREDDYS Security with Ruin DLC. But it looks like this is going to be a down. This is a down.
It is a
no
down.
way! He pulled it back. And that is an extra 3 points for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruined DLC, the comeback of the century. It's still really, really close, but that is...
It's anyone's game right now.
All right, welcome in to the this match. Gas Haven, Nurse on Gas Haven.
You got this, Jericho.
Yeah, I got this. I 100% got this. But yeah, not getting any injuries. This is a little bit concerning. I'm not going to lie. And is that? That's Jake.
I think we saw David Barron for a sec. What?
Oh!
Is that? Okay, I think it.
No, that
Good
is.
hit.
Yeah, that's a good hit. That is an add-on. It's a very, very, very weird add-on. But how it works is that if you use your 2 blinks and don't lunge, you teleport back to your original blink position. It's very good for dealing with survivors who double back. Oh. It's very jarring.
Okay.
It can really get survivors off guard. But it's also mostly not very good.
Yeah.
Now,
I guess we're just not gonna get any chase music, huh?
Nah, it's alright. But look at that, we got another hit. That's the value of this add-on. It can be extremely good. 1 point for hooking Jake.
Oh, and that's where it goes wrong.
Yeah, it can be this add-on is very weird. It's very, very hard to use correctly. I want to see what the survivors are doing. Let's have a look and see how they're going.
Oh,
That's
on
a gen
David Barron,
done.
though. I gotta see this, though. I gotta see this chase with David Barron.
Yeah, I know. David Barron's chase. 2
and
gens
another gen
popped
done
already. This is not
not
good.
just leaving.
This is not good
leaving
pressure.
David.
Yeah, and leaving David Barron is something that I think a lot of killers want to do, but honestly, sometimes it's worth to just spend the extra 10 seconds to just try. But that's like it's going to be a down there,
down.
which is obviously good.
Yeah, they're definitely one of the scariest, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how this ends up, because at the moment it seems it could go either way.
Dude, the Nurse is just one of those killers who can be just very horrendous. Now that's where the add-on can sometimes be bad. It's very good at confusing survivors, but it can confuse killers too. And it can really just not work in your favor. And going into the base... Did he go into the basement? He did?
He did go into the basement.
Box went into...
What?
That is one of the players I've ever seen in this tournament, for say. And going for...
That play of all time.
No, I agree. And
oh
my god! The body block! That was incredible! That is like
that was the play of all time.
Yeah, no, that is really good to do a Nurse on any indoor map with 2 levels, like the game. You do that because if she in that state, she is forced to like teleport, and that happens. And that's Chupo down for the count. So it's all tied up now. But I'm wondering what David Barron's comms are like right now. It would be really funny if David Barron was just screaming, "Get on the gen! I swear to God!" And it looks like that's a hit on David Barron. This could be huge. If he can get David Barron out for the... Oh, he's leaving chase. Now, honestly, I get this. Trying to get Troop out of the game might be the play, because this is a strong team.
Oh, yeah. And getting that 3-man makes it a lot easier for the killer to... Oh, what?
There we go. That was a down of all time. And that's David Barron with Infectious Fright, which is definitely... Oh, decisive strike! I am very nervous because this is an interesting point in the game. I think, knowing this team, they want to get that center gen done, because if they get that gen done, they can't 3-gen. They cannot 3-gen themselves. But they still get another gen done regardless, but that's still a really nasty 3-gen.
It is. That's really nasty and scary to watch happen as well.
Plenty is, honestly, it's still very close. If the game could tide, but I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a very, very tense situation. Plenty's going to have to pull some really good plays in order to make this happen. But this is a nasty 3-gen. It's like the complete opposite sides of the map. And even though like Nurse can teleport, she's actually only as fast as a normal M1 killer. She doesn't... Yeah. Like, if she just blinks, she moves really fast in like that little space, but she's also slower than like just Trapper walking in a straight line. and this add-on is so confusing to wrap my head around.
Yeah, like just watching it, it's like I don't even know how to commentate this one.
Yeah. He goes forward, then back, then forward, then back, then forward, then back. The gen that they need to watch out for is at Shaq, and honestly, they got it.
It's popped.
It is popped. That is...
Now, will this be a 4-man out, though? That's the question.
That is the question.
Oh, and just misses.
David Barron, I think, is going to get out. Unless Plenty pulls off an insanely good play. But I think... Oh, this is really scary to watch. Jake taking the hit.
Oh, yep.
This is it. They're both out.
There we go.
They're both
All of them are out.
That is 13-3. And with that, FNAF Security Breach Ruin DLC has secured themselves in the second bracket. I was going to say the day 3, but they haven't quite gotten there yet. But they've secured their win against the Drum Bears.
Hello, Plenty.
Hello.
Oh my goodness gracious. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm retiring from Dead by Daylight. That's what I'm doing. So, it's been fun. You know, I just can't compete with these sweats. It was fun. It was fun training with my friends, but you know what? I'm gonna stick to FNAF videos and repo. So
that's fair. I mean, look, you guys still have tomorrow. You could pull it back. You might be able to make it all the way back to day 3. It's still possible. But yeah, anything you want to say for the camera before we kick you out?
I did that all as a joke. Tomorrow, oof.
Dude,
you wait to see tomorrow. So I was letting them have their moment because I want to come back from loser's queue last time, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna win. That I was just like messing around. So, David Barron, I'll see you in the finals, and I'm coming for that crown. All right, I'm not gonna lose it. I'm just gonna say it. You know.
Alrighty, here we are in Mother's Dwelling. So we have Damian Lee playing as the Dark Lord, or just Dracula. He's going to be facing off against DJ Surf, Johnny the Night Guard, Barney Goose, and Demuted. So I'm really excited to see how this matchup ends up going because these are both really interesting teams, and also I know a lot of them personally. So I'm excited to see what ends up happening.
No, for sure. Now, a little fun fact for all of you. Damien just bought Dracula, like, today. This is his first ever game as Dracula. So, this is going to be really interesting to watch. Which is, they're all on gens, and they're nowhere near where bro's looking, so this is concerning.
Oh no.
And that is our first gen for the Mycelium Men. And that looks like
we're gonna have possible first injure. Yep.
Yeah, first Phantom Fear proc with the first injure of the match. Now, these two teams I am the most excited for because these two are kind of the underdogs in a way that they haven't practiced a lot. There's also another gen popped.
Oh, and a nice down.
A nice down from the Dracula.
2 gens and our first down.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to commentate for this match, I would have to say. I'm a little bit worried, though, because...
A really interesting match. It's an interesting decision to choose a killer that you literally bought, like, essentially, like, 10 minutes before this match. So...
It looks like the gen upstairs, that might be 2 gens popping at once.
Yeah.
That is concerning. Sticking the gen, it looks like...
Oh, and gets the grab
off the gen. DJ Stuff.
It doesn't hit the other survivor.
No.
But swings at nothing.
Yeah. This is, will you make it to the hook, though? I'm wondering. I think he should better make it to the hook. Yeah, that's a make it to the hook. But yeah,
there's another gen right there that's about to be done, too.
Ooh,
oh, no.
This is not good. The Jackie's
this looks
boxes.
like a stomp.
Yeah, the Jackie's boxes are going to have to work. Oh, what?
That's all the gens done.
Both gens popped
It feels like a reverse of the maintenance.
No pain res procs. That's so unfortunate. And that's the gate open.
Yep. That's the gate, yep.
Yeah, that's... Now, Dracula also is an interesting choice for the fact that that's a down. That's a down. Oh, Johnny might be able to crawl out. Might be able to happen. That's another 2 points for Demuted.
And Barney is still around.
Oh, this could be very... Oh, I think he's going to get out. I think this is going to be 2 people out unless he goes for it.
No, not by the looks of it, no.
No. That's 11 points to the Jackie boxes.
Hello, Damien. How are you feeling after the Meme Lord matchup?
No, that was... Excuse me? That was good.
After that matchup?
They could fight, but they just couldn't... We won, yeah?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, he totally won. Yeah.
So and you know, I gotta hand it to my coach. I gotta hand it to my mom. She can't be here. She said something about place at a thing, but that's okay. Because you know what it came down to, and I think this really was the defining factor.
Mm-hmm.
They were just discombobulated. They didn't know how to handle me. I had 3 forms. Think about this. Think about Dracula. 3 forms. You know what else is 3? A triangle. You know what else has triangles in it? A tessellation.
What is happening?
Think about that. You ever thought about that?
Oh my!
Have you ever thought about it that way?
No, I really haven't thought about it that way. All right, welcome to the Thompson House with the Huntress, my absolute favorite killer in the entire game, my main, and going for some early hit. That's really good. Getting early hits as Huntress is what you want. You want to try and get as many injures at the start as possible. It puts a lot of pressure if you can show you can hit your shots. Now,
for the reload is interesting here.
I actually understand why. It is, at this point in the game, there's no direct line of sight with anyone, so it's a good time to reload. And this is very smart. Going for the hit beforehand is really good. Now, I would not have given up the chase, but at the same time, it is Huntress. But the thing is, from this far away, you really have to like hit your shots. You want to try and get you want to make it as easy as possible, but still doing really well nonetheless. That's a hit right there. That's a pretty hard hit to miss.
Oh, and that's gonna be a down.
That's another hat too. Now with Huntress, you almost always want to be reloading as you want to have as many hatches as possible, because the worst thing you want to do is get into a situation where oh, nice shot!
Grab!
Yeah. She was like, nice.
Yeah, dear God, but he is pulling some insane shots. The patience is really good. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, no, this is scary.
Reloading lockers is something that Huntress should be doing a lot. And with Darkness Revealed, which what this perk does is any survivor that is within 8 meters of a locker gets their aura revealed just like that, which is very, very useful for sure. Now, Foul is their strongest player. I personally try my absolute best to not take this chase, because
I drop it.
The best thing about Huntress, the number one thing you should do, is identify a weak player from a strong player. Obviously, it's important in every killer, but Huntress especially, because a weak player will pre-drop pallets, basically guaranteeing you hits. Strong players know to greed loops as much as possible. They drop the pallet if they know your hatchet isn't raised. They know the sound cues to listen for. If you don't have that pressure, then it can fall apart really fast. So identifying the weakest person on the team is the way to go. And it looks like they're going to have a gen popped, maybe. 2 separate gens.
Maybe, they might have 2.
But yeah. Now,
but
this is one thing about Huntress. Going on top of that Thompson House, it can be very good for scouting and hitting long shots, obviously. But you have to play it very smart.
Yeah.
The shadows.
There's no way.
That's crazy. Bro pulled a plenty.
I was like, there's no way. I could hear 55's groans, and I was like, there's no way that he pulls this off.
There's no way. But 3 points is still a really good start. That's another gen popped. But he should know exactly which gen is the one that is being worked on next, and keep that in mind, which is the main. When it comes to like deadlock, you need to understand what gens are being worked on. That's another gen.
And that's another one. And foul down,
which is good. I mean, look, I would say that they're playing exceptionally well, despite.
Yeah, I was not expecting this from the Jackie's boxers, considering we really haven't seen them practice that much.
No, both people are playing extremely well. That is also 4 points to the Mycelium men. Yeah, that is really, really scary, for sure. And this is why that's why you need to determine a good player from a bad player, because those type of hits are very easy to get. And bro is making sure to inspect the entire pallet before kicking it. So
I will say Rai is doing really well so far.
Yeah, no. That first hit was a bit of a bad showing, but this looks like it'll be a hit for sure. Now, I would have thrown my hatchet a little bit earlier there. A little bit earlier, because Raito's, I don't think, had the good... I would have identified he throws pallets really quickly, and that would have been what I did.
Another nice dodge.
But that's a good dodge.
And another dodge.
One.
And
body
the
block.
hit being taken. Oh my goodness.
And see now,
poor Ryan.
And right into the bathroom. Hang on, let me clear myself up real quick. It'll be fine. Is that 2 gens?
That's 2 different gens that are.
One's gonna be deadlocked, but that's not gonna matter because 20 seconds is all it's gonna take. Wow.
This is insane. This is a great showing. This is like an actually close matchup.
It is a very close matchup. This might be the closest match I have ever seen. I don't even know which team's ahead overall.
Yeah, this is scary.
No, this is very scary. Now, this could be an easy snowball. If you hit both shots here, you could... Oh, wow. You could get the whole team down right now.
The last gen.
The last gen. And 6 points to the Mycelium men. 6-5. Now, it's not over yet. They have to still get out. But this is very, very close.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the final scoring is going to end up being here. Oh, but this might be... Ooh, nope.
That was a bit too early.
But doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But that is still another hook. And that's going to be a gate open, it looks like. Unless he intercepts it.
Unknown hits this snipe.
If he hits it...
Oh, but they're gone.
They're gone. That's unfortunate. But, nah, not a good angle. That door is going to be opened and out for the count.
And honestly, if they all heal the injured people right now, it could be a 4 out here, but it looks like that unknown probably knows that's the goal here.
No, for sure. And that looks like the one not injured person, which is not what you want, but that looks like it might be another down. That's an out by Respawn.
Yes, it is.
So Respawn has to get in her team.
Oh no, and yeah, this looks like it's going to be a 2.
Whoa! Whoa! And Foul's pointing at the exit. Like, this is the way out.
Doing. So a 2 out and a 2 dead.
So that looks like.
So then I guess it just comes down to that first matchup on who wins, huh?
Which I believe puts the Mycelium men in the final match of the day. 9-9. Let's get Unknown in here and let him know that he has won his team into the finals against Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruin DLC.
Hello, Unknown. So we have good news for you.
Yeah, what's up?
So you tied that match, which means due to the first showing of your team has won.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I didn't realize I was switched to a different call. Sorry.
No, you're fine. But
no, congratulations.
Dude, I was fanboying the whole time. I was like, all right, let's see what he does here. I was like, you should do this, shouldn't do this. But those first couple hits, you did hit some insanely good shots, bro.
Thank you.
You should be very proud of yourself.
Yeah, you did really good. Alrighty, here we go. So we got good old Chewy Dog back at it with the Hillbilly on, I think this is Fractured Cowshed. Don't quote me on the map. No. I'm very bad at remembering these.
Fractured Cowshed.
Yeah.
Already
in a chase.
Now, I've noticed a perk change. Undone from the Unknown. That's our first down too. Now, for those who don't know what Undone does, when you kick a generator, your terror radius is transferred to that generator. Which can, especially on Hillbilly, that can really just demolish a team if they're not expecting it.
Thing is, they gotta leave that hook, otherwise they're not gonna get that save.
Yeah, exactly. What's the word? Like try and sneak past them, but it just didn't work. So now he's going to Shaq. Getting DJ stuff!
Oh, wow.
Why
that
would
was
you hurt my
insanely
boy?
good.
What's another point for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach ruining a seat. Now, I have to say, a much better start compared to their first game. Into the overdrive.
Really intense.
Overdrive. And that was really good timing. And this looks like DJ
Scarily close, too. Though it seems DJ Surf is in a completely dead area right now, which is really bad to be in right now.
How unfortunate. Now, it looks like Bros is going to run at him, which, probably is the correct play, because you do not need to use your chainsaw to get that down. But I will say, no generators are completed. One is getting close, but no generators are completed. And that is really concerning. And that is...
Yeah, because then they have someone on Death Hook, too.
Yeah, without any gen done. That is scary. Run, but at the same time, that's a hit through the pallet.
Nice.
I mean,
hit.
look, I think he's doing well enough that it doesn't matter because that was our first gen, and leaving to go get that gen, honestly, not a bad play to say the least. But choosing to go
staying around to get the pick.
I mean, fair enough, because again, points are points. Hooking gets you points. Slugging doesn't get you points. And if you can't get back to the hook in time, against down person in time, it's just basically a waste. Now, Demuted is one of the better players on the team. So this could be, and running right into DJ Surf, running into basement.
That's gonna be a death.
No, my goat. Down.
No, my goat.
Down.
Let him go.
Down for the count. It's a competition, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens. One person out for the count. Things are not looking good for the Mycelium men. And it looks like this is going to be another down for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Tournament DLC. That is another gen popped, though. Things are a little scary right now. I'm not going to lie. Oh, it's a down!
Gets a snipe!
Billy is just a scary killer. He's been playing really well today. Bro just decided to lock in today. That's another gen popped. Now, if I was, you know, I would just literally run at him with the M1.
Yeah, there's no pallets there.
That is the play.
And hello, Demuted.
Yeah. Demuted with the mega. Oh, that is unfortunate. That's a hit there. This is devastating. That's another gen
and another
done,
gen done.
But
I would charge that gen right now.
Honestly, I would too. But at the same time, I understand why they're doing what they're doing. I think at this point, it's a pretty hefty lead, but I still would, for the sake of, you know, trying to get as ahead as possible.
Somewhat nearby, but
now, unfortunately, Demuted is on first hook, so there is no shack guarantee at all. What's happening?
Now, riveting gameplay here.
Oh, that really good mind game, though, I have to say. An amazing mind game. And yeah.
To see what Barney plans to do here.
Barney is not going to get the... I don't think Barney's going to get... Yeah. No, I think it's happening. I do not think that this is going to happen. There's a pot... Nah, there he is. Barney Goose is out for the count.
Yeah, at this point, there's nothing that Barney can do.
Did he not see that? Okay, he did see that. Okay, I was going to say, did he not see...
I was about to say.
Come on, man. And
yeah, it's over.
I'm just giving them the points at this point. This is a... Dude, the ultimate mind game. It's beautiful. And now watch, he's gonna get the thing, he's gonna get a 99 popped immediately, and that is 12 points for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruined DLC with the taps. The two killers that just tap all the time. Very, very impressive. With the not so impressive Maury from the Hillbilly. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Thompson house. So, Huntress, to finish off the game. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried, to say the least.
Now, this is interesting to be in because it's just a corner of the map.
This is true. I'm surprised you didn't go for any length shots, but at the same time, they weren't all together, so I kind of understand that. That's gonna be a down right there.
Yeah,
now, my question is...
That's shocking.
Is David Barron gonna be hanging around for the flashlight save? David Barron is not hanging around for the flashlight save. Oh, is that a flashbang? No, it wasn't. I heard I could ding.
If there was already a flashbang in play, I would be scared.
That would be really funny. But that is 1 point for the Mycelium man. I'm noticing right now, definitely is playing a lot safer. And is there even a survivor there?
There was, but missed completely.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, again, I wouldn't kick that gen. It has no progress. Like, this is a really, really essential thing. Now, this could be good if they get aura rating, which they have gotten aura rating. So Jake could potentially get attacked here, but there's going to be a gen that I wouldn't kick the gens. I really wouldn't kick gens. No gens have been done yet, and you need to secure as many downs as possible before the first hook. I'm surprised he's not going for these shots. These are very easy shots to go for.
Yeah.
That is a gen done. I'm noticing the nerves severely right now.
Yeah, I'm also noticing it because they're not going for as many shots as they were before.
No, and with Huntress, honestly, it's better to use more shots because it makes survivors scared. See, that's a really easy shot to take. I would have gone for that shot 100%.
Oh.
That's a stun, because I have a feeling that's a gen popped.
Yep.
Yeah, that's...
And just ignoring David Barron.
Yeah. Now, that wouldn't have been a hit there. That would have just been a wasted hatchet. But at the same time, he is not throwing any hatchets. Kicking a gen is, again, useful if you have the perks to do it. If you have the perks to make it count. But so far, Security Breach has 3 points ahead. This is not looking good for the Mycelium.
Yeah, no, this is not looking good.
Really good patience and chipper. This is what I mean by identifying a good player from a bad player. In that, you need to know... I would have gone for that shot. That was a very easy shot to take.
Yeah.
It is the thing. Huntress, you have to be on like the macro
and
end.
down.
You can get the save, or he's just being a nuisance. But that's another point. So far, it's still semi-even, but I don't think it's going to be like that for very long. I think the second...
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 2 gen... Yeah, 1 gen there. There's another gen already.
Yeah.
That's very close to being worked
scary.
on. 3 genning. Dear God. This is Huntress's biggest weakness. And the fact that she is not able to get from one side of the map to the other is her biggest weakness. This is unfortunate to see. But I understand where the mentality coming from is. They are obviously...
Yeah.
This is a scary team. And I think when it comes to anything... That was the easiest shot of all time!
What?
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's getting close.
The final
That's
gen.
the last one.
Final gen done. And with that, I think we have our 2 finalists in order. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, no.
Both teams have played very well, but Security Breach Ruined DLC is proving themselves to be the absolute monsters of this tournament. And with that...
Oh, and the cheeky teabag.
Cheeky teabag. We have a clean 13, 25 to 6. Five Nights at Freddy's, Security Breach, Ruined DLC, which I will place right here when I find them. They are in the finals. They are in the finals, day 3. Day 1 ended with the new gens and Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruined DLC securing their spots in the finals. However, day 2 would give every team a chance to come back. However, out of the 6 remaining teams, only 1 would make it to day 3 to have a shot at winning the entire tournament. So, here we are. Day 2, the losers bracket. Welcome back to Mother's Dwelling. From Year 1, our first match of the day, Damien Lee on Dracula. We don't have any problems happening at this point in time. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Dracula is a scary killer, but Damien is very inexperienced.
Yeah, but honestly, I've noticed that there's a couple perk changes here, because I forget what that perk on the bottom is, but he didn't have that yesterday, so...
I don't know if he did. I know for a fact that he swapped Bamboozle just before, and that's our first chase already. That's an unfortunate misstep right there. But yeah, Bamboozle is a very, very nice perk to have, especially with the... That's our first point to the Chippers Lumberbots already. Power jump right there.
Ooh, nice dodge from Lodo.
Yeah, nice dodge from Lodo. Leaving Chase. That's a good idea. Lodo is their pro player, and they're all triple stacking on gens. Now, I personally wouldn't do that. And just walk right past Dracula. And that looks like an underscore got her first hit of the day. And at Shaq, so this could go either way. Dropping Shaq pallet.
No.
Bam.
I wonder if Damien Lee knows that you can use the Wolf's attack to instantly break a pallet.
Yeah, I wonder too if he knows. Obviously, for those who don't know, Damien literally bought Dracula yesterday. This is his second match as Dracula, to my understanding. So, you know, this could go either way. And that was like a down.
And the first down.
Our first down. Oh, and that's a Scourge Hook as well. Our first point to the Jackie's Boxers. I will say, compared to last time, Damien is doing a lot better as Dracula today.
Oh yeah,
I'm very
a lot better.
excited.
I think that first match definitely was the learning match, and now Damien knows exactly what he's going for with Dracula.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a second down.
It is really exciting.
Dracula is a very fun killer to watch, and a very, very fun killer. That's going to be another generator. So now it's tied all up. 2 and 2. It looks like that was a nice little stealth from Terminal out there.
Terminal.
Underscores off the hook, which is good. Going into wolf form. Generator is being done directly next to him. But it looks like that's gonna be done, which will be another point for the Chippers Lumberbots in just a second here. Yep, there it is.
back on MKG to try and, gets the next down, so MKG's on second stage.
Yeah, MKG is on the second stage, which is very good. However, I think that for sure, that's another point for the Jackie's boxes, tying it all up again. If I was Damien, I would be trying to get a Scourge hook as fast as possible. It is a must-have for him. I don't think MKG has a Scourge hook at all.
Ooh,
but
and that's also a really nice double hit with the Hellfire.
Yes. Forcing MKG to mend, because mending is a big time waster in this game. And that is going to be a down, it looks like, for sure.
Oh, not quite.
The stun
with a nice stun.
Unfortunate.
And MKG went down.
Oh, MKG didn't know about mending. That looks like it's going to be our first death. But it looks like it's going to be... Is that two gens getting down at the same time? Whoa.
It looks like it.
Whoa. Whoa. That's MKG out for the count. And our first death. But that looks like it is going to be all 5 generators complete. But that looks like the exit right there. And I honestly think
and we might get a hit.
Oh, unfortunate. Now, Lumberbots is going to have to play his cards very right in order to make it to that exit. And that's a hit right there. Now, if his team comes and body blocks for him, they might be able to help. But they don't! They miss!
Down. Oh!
Forcing underscore out.
Or not quite. Underscore sticking around now. I'm worried that David's staying
underscore.
here too long for a terminal to possibly get...
Yeah, underscore's gone, so that is 2 points for the Chippers Lumberbots to get out. Looks like Terminal.
But Terminal might try to go for the save. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially with how much Terminal has been stealthing around Damien, it's very possible that he could somehow sneak in.
Yeah, the FNAF shirt, unironically, is really good for this map.
He's going for the save now.
Going for the save.
And he gets it.
Terminal has been hit.
And this looks like it'll be both of them
both
out.
Of them out.
Ooh.
Oh!
It's not.
Oh no!
How'd that happen? Because I saw the mending state for a second there, but then he just went down instantly. What happened?
I think he was double tapped. And that is unfortunate.
Yeah, from the
and that
Hellfire.
is unfortunately a double tap and 7 points to 9 in favor of the Chippers Lumberbots. A much better showing from yesterday and an excellent performance from both teams. That was a fun match.
Hello, Damien Lee. How are you feeling after that?
It wasn't a great game compared to yesterday, where you know, it's unfortunate. You know, you have good days, you have your bad days.
I don't know. I think he did pretty well.
No. Yeah. I mean, compared to yesterday, it's nice of you to say that. And really, I just, you know, I sprained my ankle during training, and that was kind of it. Really.
Yeah, playing DBD, your ankle was really important. Not being able to.
Yeah,
well, you didn't. I was running. You didn't. Did you not see all the parts where I was running?
Ah,
yeah, no, I saw that.
That's why you were in dog form because yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I see.
Yeah, because you know 4 legs are better than 2, but I only had 3 because of the bum ankle.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, yeah, Loaf is going to be playing on Nemesis, and I'm really excited to see this. As yesterday, we did see Loaf get pretty angry, so I wonder if that anger will be able to help him out in this matchup. And, of course, he's going against the rest of Jackie's boxers.
Now,
Damien Lee, however, is subbing in for Foul McFly.
Now, something interesting as we enter our first chase of Damien Lee is the fact that this is the first instance we have seen of Ruin.
Oh yeah, it is with Undying. So I'm really excited to see
Whoa,
how this
what
goes.
a
And our
quick
first down already.
Down.
That's impressive. Good job to Loaf there.
Hex Ruin and Undying is a very nasty pick for sure as we get our first point for the Chippers Lumberbots. Obviously, Hex Ruin is allowed because it is a slowdown perk, and Undying basically makes there's 2 turns on the map. This is a this could be a very nasty perk.
Ooh, and just misses there, but Loaf is going to switch to respawn.
Is it? No, nope. Still on Vitoast. Oh no, he's respawn.
No, that's respawn.
I forget who's who. Ignore me. They all look the same. Most Nemesis that I see.
Ooh, and a down.
Tend to try and tier up as fast as possible. Normally by this point in the game, they are trying to tier up as quickly as possible. Get the tier 2, tier 3, so that they're most strong. But it doesn't seem to be really impacting Loaf all that much.
Yeah, Loaf is putting up a really strong performance, and I know Loaf was really adamant yesterday about winning, especially even donating, saying Chippers Lumberbots will have a resurgence.
That's another unfortunate whiff.
Oop, there we go. He finally got that hit down, but Rai was doing great on juking him there.
No, for sure.
Now, will Loaf go for the infection here?
No, he's just
Ooh, another good juke. Oh my
really
goodness.
good juke from Rytoast. Now that's a win.
And the miss on the whip.
Unfortunate. Now, Loaf has been doing... Oh, that looks like one totem down. That's Undying. So that means that the next...
Oh, but...
Oh, that's unfortunate. Quite a nice lead from both teams.
Oh, that's a dead end.
It is a dead end. Damien Lee has been hit once again. Now, the fact that Undying was cleansed so quickly makes me... 75's down!
75 down from a zombie!
Oh,
and
2 people down from a zombie!
No way!
Oh, this is unfortunate. This could be an absolutely devastating set of events for the Jackie's Boxers. Having 2 people downed by zombies, that's huge pressure. And that's why...
all right, Dead by Daylight's glitching out here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know why Lowe's face camping, but looks like he's gonna interrupt that gen.
Right is to the right, and yes, indeed, and that's
Getting
gonna be
some-
55 right back down.
Humongous advantage. Being able to break pallets so easily. And it looks like Rytoast cannot juke the Nemesis anymore.
Oh no, Damien.
Damien.
Oh no,
Damien, no! No! No!
Not my goat.
My goat, Damien, as we have another point.
2 death hooks and already another 2 on their first hook. So
yeah, it looks like
yeah,
Damien
this looks like it'll be
is
Damien
going to
Lee.
be getting taken out of the game. But that is Damien Lee out of the game. And I think it's safe to say that they're not being able to find Ruin as quickly as possible health. And switching to 75 and predicting the pre-drop. One of the best things about killers like Nemesis, Huntress, all that is locked animations. It is a huge advantage to know your locked animations. And Loaf knows them really well, as we have yet another point for the Chippers Lumberbots.
I don't think I've seen Rai on too many gens this match.
Oh, the miss. Hitting 75 instead of Respawn. But it looks like Respawn is getting targeted here, which, honestly, fair enough. Now, at this point in the tournament, splitting up hook states is honestly the best idea, because even if one person finds Hatch, if you let one person go, getting as many points as possible is essential. And that's another prediction shot from Exploding Loaf. This is a really good showing. Loaf has been really dominating this game. And that's going to be a down.
And that's
right there.
out of the match.
Out of the game entirely. I thought we were about to see a teabag just then. Which, I mean, for Rai would make perfect sense because of all the juking. But that is him out of the game. Wow.
And he knows where Sir 55 is and looks like he's going to try to cut him off before he gets to that hook.
This is devastating. And I think it's safe to say that the Chipper Lumberbots have secured their first win. And
55 with a disconnect?
This DC? That was...
Yeah. That was a disconnect.
Well, Hey guys, so Sir 55's internet cut out. It was not a rage quit, don't worry. And considering how the matches were going, this was the first loss of the tournament. Jackie's Boxers were knocked out. There was just no way they were going to come back at all. But anyways, Jackie's Boxers are out for the count. Great team they have, absolutely amazing spirit. But with that, let's get into the next match.
Alrighty, here we are on Blood Lodge with Frogger25 playing the Lich against the rest of the John Bears Survivor team with Eclipsical, Partly Cloudy, Nipple Nick, and 3FS. I am incredibly excited for this, and I just love watching that gameplay.
Both of these teams are absolutely devastating and are very well coordinated. I am very excited to see what happens. It looks like our first chase with Eclipsical, who is looking to egg him on, it looks like. Oh, that's
Ooh, and a first hit already.
Wow.
Very nice skeleton placement.
Yeah, Frogger is very good at learning when to use all of his powers. And that's going to be our first hit right there. Insane. And that was a pro player. A very, very excellent showing. We're going towards a 3FS over here.
Yep, 3FS.
Yeah. Yeah, Vecna is a very, very fun killer for sure. And that's going to be a hit there. Yes.
And gets the hit.
Now, Vecna really benefits from elevation and different levels because he is able to basically guarantee skeleton hits. And that was a swing, but that
that was a swing.
You know, so I think he thought he had fly. I think he thought he had fly activated, but he looks like he's going to keep guaranteeing the hit here on 3FS right about now.
Yep, that looks like another down.
Now, looks like there are some generators going, not at the process that we'd want, but they're getting done nonetheless. And that's going to be another pain res proc, which means that possibly we might know. Nah,
We
Nick
might get a
knows to let
third
go.
hook before the first gen is completed.
Barbecue and chili coming in clutch.
It's a
Ooh.
Clipsicle.
That is not good for the John Bears.
Now let's see what happens here, because Eclipsicle is really good, but it also seems that Frogger kind of has watched the gameplay of this team and maybe has learned a thing or two. And yeah,
Unfortunate. Frogger really knows how to use his skeletons. They've been putting in their time back. That's our first gen done, though.
complete.
Now, even at this point, anything is possible. There could still be a comeback. This is still a very well-coordinated team. It looks like Nibble Nick is in chase with the killer, and that is
that
again,
elevation.
Yeah, you want to try and avoid places like that, especially with the skeletons. It's very essential that you avoid that. It looks like Nick is probably going to be hit here.
Oh, not quite. Now, one thing about Mage Hand that sometimes gets Vecna players is that there's a slight delay between when it actually picks it up, so it can actually be to your own detriment if you miss up that timing.
Yes, if you have to do it very effectively, but if you can do it very effectively, then it is very hard to counter Vecna.
Oh,
So
yeah,
he's leaving
for
chase,
sure.
He left chase of Nipple Nick and is going for partly Cloudy, which I think honestly isn't the worst play because Nick is. Again, there's a gen over there, but it is kind of in like a dead zone. That generator getting done would honestly benefit him more than having one of the other gens done. Cloudy does with the dodge.
And the dodge.
Another hit.
And a miss.
Ooh. Cloudy's doing a
Cloudy is
very
doing
good
really
job.
well.
It looks like he's going to leave or he's going to stay. That's
And
another gen done.
complete.
Now,
And
that
leaving
gen in
chase
the
to go
corner.
to whoever this is.
Now, I will say that gen in the corner definitely should not be completed by them. Try not to 3D themselves, but we'll see what ends up happening. That's another point for the Jump Bears. Very good job at
see. Another gen completed.
There we go. 3-3, all tied up. But anything can happen at this stage in the game. With more
Another
gens
gen
being
is getting
done.
close though.
This is true.
So this very well could go either way right now. If I was Frogger, I'd be trying to get Eclipsicle out of the game to try and stall them as much
which
as
looks
possible.
like that's what's happening as well. Oh, unfortunate.
On the class, one thing I hate about Vecna is when you try to switch spells and use them really fast, sometimes it just doesn't want to activate. And it even used his fly spell already.
That's unfortunate. And it looks like they know about the tunneling and they're trying to body block and take chase. And that is another generator done for the John Bears. This game has turned in the John Bears' favor so quickly. Such a strong start from Frogger, but this team has adapted and learnt how to counter. This is really awesome to watch. Such an amazing team, and that's going to be a pallet stun right there. Unfortunate.
Yeah, could really go in any way because we've seen it start really strong for Frogger, and now it's really strong for the John Bears. So it could really go either way.
It could go either way. I don't think that Frogger is out of the game just yet. He is a very talented Vecna player, and this could still be anyone's game. One generator being complete does not mean anything. Sticking the gen and getting it done!
And it's on Nipple Nick, someone who has not been hooked yet, so this may not even mean a secured kill, but does get the down.
That does get the down. And slugging
for
is
that gate.
with the slugging, which is actually a good idea. But if he can somehow secure a Nipple Nick kill, or someone who isn't been hooked yet, he'll get more points for his team. This is the one downside of having someone who has not been hooked, is that if that person gets killed in endgame and they can't be saved, that is just extra free points. And it looks like we're taking a 3FS chase right now. Nipple Nick is up, and that is a miss right there. How unfortunate. This has changed so quickly in the John Bears' favor.
And that's 3FS at the exit gate. This might be a 4 out considering everyone else is also healthy.
What an amazing showing. And the fog vial. You gotta love the fog vial. And that looks like it is everyone out. That is 13-3. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Groaning Storehouse with Plenty as the nurse versus the Big Tops. Now, both killers on both these teams were feeling the nerves and Plenty was sure was filling the nerves. It looks like we have another Ruin.
Yeah, we do, which is really cool to see, as well as a Tinkerers, another perk you don't see too often in this game.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, for those who don't know what Tinkerer does, once a generator becomes 70% completed, it'll give like a notification and highlight the gen yellow for each single generator. So, very good information to have, knowing if you need to drop chase and go towards a generator. And Ruin is going to do its work as well, it seems. Nurse does have probably the worst chase music in the game, honestly. She doesn't have very good chase music. That's our
and
first
a hit on Snorts.
Hit on Snorts. Now, Nurse is obviously a very hard killer to counter. Seems that he's lost where Snorts is, which is... Oh, there's Snorts.
Oh, found him again.
Found him again. It's going to be huge. That's our first
cuts
down.
him off.
Unfortunate.
And, it doesn't seem that he wants to teleport through
the unfortunate.
Oh, no.
That is really unfortunate. That is one of the problems with Nurse's power is the just random walls on the map. That's another tinker of props. But we have got a hit on Bonzi. And it looks like he's choosing to go to the gen. It looks like Pastor is going to be sticking the gen. Oh, it doesn't quite get off
not
in time.
quite. No, I wonder if someone else will come around to do it while Pasha is in chase here.
It would not surprise me if someone did do that.
This is really terrifying to see because that's 2 gens that are going to pop.
Oh, and a grab off the gen!
Yo!
Drum Bears might be in a bit of trouble. Big Tops is playing exceptionally well and is trying to do their absolute best to guarantee a win for them.
That's going to be a down on Bonzi.
Down. Going back to the gen. And it looks like we have another chase with Pasha. And it looks like he's ignoring. Pasha's trying to lead attention away. And it might have actually been the right play. Pasha runs into a tree. But...
And that costs a hit as well.
That costs a hit. That's unfortunate. Now, they're still playing very, very well. But that is a hit on Pasha. And that's an
very
good
teleport
as well. But it looks like Plenty is deciding to go and pick up huge. And that generator looks like it's going to get completed by Pineapple.
It'll actually be pretty close here if it gets complete because of the teleport and another grab on Pineapple.
A second grab on Pineapple. It looks like the Big Tops are starting to lose a little bit of pressure, but they might be able to still win it back. It's very possible. We saw what happened with John Bears before. It could happen again. This could be absolutely insane. It's been very close this game specifically. It's been neck and neck plays, and that is the generator done. This is going to be...
Now, one thing I'm noticing is that a nice teleport.
Very nice. And deciding to go for the Infectious Fright. Now, that isn't the worst play in the world, considering the fact that Pasture is under a pallet, and a pallet's over... Oh, that's 2 downs!
That's Pineapple out of the match as well.
And when it comes to nurses, most nurses are pretty either bad or good. It really depends. And that is 4 points for the Big Tops.
Oh, that tree there blocking out Pasha from gain away.
That is unfortunate. And that is a blinding light from the background.
Yeah, there is something is currently teleporting into the realm as we speak.
Oh no,
but,
the police have found us. They're punishing Plenty for his crimes.
And one thing I wanted to mention, I've noticed that Plenty doesn't have that one add-on where it lets you like teleport back to your previous position.
Oh no, he's not using it. He's using a different add-on.
Yeah, so...
It looks like here we have some more Infectious Fright. Infectious Fright is a really good perk to run with Nurse because it just allows you to snowball, as we're going to be seeing very soon as we see the totem as well. The survivors did not get a chance to cleanse.
And a down on Pasha.
I think at this point, the Big Tops are out for the count. They have played exceptionally well no matter what. They did such a good job. That's Pasha out of the game as well. This team played exceptionally well. It's very, very funny they'll have these chases happen with no chase music. It is really funny.
Yeah, it's like really anticlimactic, honestly. It's funny.
Biggest weaknesses, especially on maps like
and the down on Snorts.
Down on Snorts.
But no Infectious Fright, and it looks like Plenty's gonna kind of see if they can scout out wherever Bonzi is.
And it looks like the hatch didn't spawn there either. And that's unfortunately 12 points for the John Bears. He's so excited. He's so proud of himself.
And the celebration as well.
A very amazing performance from both teams. But with that, the John Bears have a lead of 25-7. An absolutely incredible play.
Alrighty, and here we go. Back again with Mainens on Blight, on Suffocation Pit again. So I'm really excited to see how this will go. Will it be an absolute stomp like it was before on this map? Or can the Chippers Lumberbots keep it together? We shall find out. And first hit on
underscore. Now, Mainens is a scary Blight. Now, I will say, I've noticed Ruin and Undying. That seems
this will be a down on underscore.
That's insane. It seems that everyone saw how well it worked for Loaf, and everyone's deciding to run it now.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like, like there was no ruins yesterday, and now there's just ruins everywhere.
Now, Ruin is a very, very good player, but again, some of the more advanced players, as we'll see, they're going to be aware of it, and if they see Ruins active, they're going to have their pro player who may know every single spot on the map. Looks like Terminal is going to get hit right here.
Yep.
Oh, that was a very weird hitbox, but that still counted. Looks like, I don't know what's happening, but it looks like he's going for a hit on Terminal right here. Oh,
gets the hit.
Incredible,
Nice flick.
Incredible flick on Mainens. Mainens is doing very well right now, and if I know anything about Mainens, he is going to be trying his absolute best. Looks like he's not. Looks like he's doing the no tunneling strategy. He is being very nice to his team, very mean. But Lotodots, I think, is going to get that gen done. With MKG
yeah, for
down.
Sure. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's pretty much done at this point.
That gen will be completed, and it looks like MKG is going to have their first ult. But 3-1 is still very good for the Molten Melodies. Mainens is playing very, very well, to say the least. And that is a point for the Chippers Lumberbot. And then it's a down underscore.
Down.
Oh, for sure. And that looks like going to be hit right there.
The down. And on MKG, and MKG
He's
down.
down
Loto is the
again.
last one right now.
Lotodots is going to have to haul and play. It looks like
and I think...
Wait, is this
no.
Oh, no, he's not.
Imagine if it would have ended right there. That would have been insane.
That would have been a crazy, crazy go. It's so much happening. He's just... Manager's just ridiculously good at what he does. And that's a... Oh! That is endurance. That is endurance from off the hook. Which is... And that's Shoutout gone as well. And that's
I'm worried that Terminal might end up dying here, because I don't know if anyone's going for him right now. It looks like it's going to be a trade.
Yeah, that's a trade for sure. But is
and that's going to mean underscore is out.
Yeah, underscore's out already. Did they get the Terminal in time? They did. Just in time. Just in time.
But now it's going to be Loto, the team pro.
This
versus
is
Maiden.
a
So let's see how this
snowball
goes.
if I've ever seen one. Wow. And that's one of the hexes. You have to.
Yep, that's one of them.
I thought he was like gonna do the totem.
that would have been hilarious.
But that's one.
That
totem
is one
gone.
down though.
So that totem is the ruin totem. So if that gets done, there will be no more ruin value. But I don't think it really matters at this point because, oh my god, what a game!
Yeah, everyone's injured and the other two are on death hook, and Loto hasn't been hooked once. So
yeah, no, this has been an exceptional. Now Loto is leading him on a bit of a chase, but I still think that that's gonna be a down.
And yeah, that's gonna be a down.
That's gonna be a down. I'm wondering. Okay, the totems are in cleanse. They know about. There's definitely communication happening because ruin is devastating and just really impacting their ability to do gens. We have the bug
And
again.
it's doing the glitch.
It's okay.
It's still doing the bug.
Maintenance is face camping really hard right now. Jesus Christ! We might have to just. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I was gonna say, Maintenance is face camping super hard right now, smashing into Lotto over and over.
Oh, he's gonna drop
No way!
to go for
Is it gonna
MKG.
end right now?
It's gonna end.
Oh
It's
my
over.
god! Raven, does Terminal have Unbreakable?
Sure, let's go look. Nope.
No, it's over. He just has to find him.
Yep.
He just has to find him. Which,
Now, where is Terminal crawling to? Oh, he's trying to crawl over to Shack. Yeah, I know Maintenance was really upset that he didn't get a complete 4K the last time around. So.
Is Terminal at the hatch? But I think
But I think this is where he's gonna get found out.
Well, at the very least. Oh, this is gonna... No way!
No way! Oh my god!
That was crazy! Hello!
Oh, hey.
Dude.
Hi.
What a game!
Yeah, what a game! I let someone down to get hatch.
But
How does that happen?
But Maidens, from looking at the score, it looks like you still got 11 points.
11 points. I'll take it. That's the best I've gotten so far.
Yeah, that's nearly
That's awesome.
a complete team wipe, and they only got 3
One hook
points.
stake not there. Oh, I can't believe I let Hatch go.
Alright, welcome to Dead Dog Salon with Exploding Loaf as the Nemesis versus the Molten Melodies. Now, we have a very, very interesting build right now. We have Pain Resonance, Agitation, Gearhead, and Monstrous Shrine. This is a very, very, very interesting build. It's a very good build. This is what Loaf called me the good team build. So that means he must be scared of this team.
And he's gonna find Zan and Nate.
Yes, I think, yeah, Zan is obviously, as before, is one of the weakest survivors for sure. But Nate is going to be making absolute sure that Loaf does not just target the weak links. He's going to get in his way as much as possible. And that's
And game 2 Enders already is scary because that will delay them on heals.
That will delay them on heals. But at the same time, anything is possible. And deciding to switch to Nate. And that's a down on
Nate. Nate down. Oh, that's really smart. Good job.
Very, very nice job. And is that someone on the gen directly next to him?
I think that is. I heard the click of the generator. I think it is.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It was, yeah.
Kick.
Low.
Yeah, you're a little bit too antsy. But looks like he's chasing Raptor now. Now, Raptor, really good patience on Raptor. Open up the doors. Now, opening up these doors in Dead Dog Salon is like one of the most essential things to do. Now, I will say,
at least they were.
He's starting a lot of chases, but he's not ending them, and that's a little worrying. He is just patrolling gens, which isn't a bad play. It seems like he's controlling a 3-gen. Raptor's on that gen upstairs with Nate. Now, that gen...
And a zombie is up there as well.
That gen...
And he found Zan. Everyone's here.
Everyone is here. Now, this gen is a really bad gen to do first. Just because... Oh, what a...
Oh, the zombie blocked him.
No, for sure, yeah. Very, very, lot was happening there. A bit hard to comment on that. But that gen is normally not one you want to do first in this map because it's so hard for the killer to get up there. If they do, if you do that gen last, then it's very easy to just make the killer have to, like, commit to chases they don't want to do. And that's a point right there. But gens are gens, and Manus is giving them a big lead at the moment too. So getting gens done is all you need to do. Oh, that's
the hit.
That's a crazy hit right there.
And breaking off chase to go back over to Zan and Raptor.
Raptor's taking the body block for Zan. Now this is, I'm definitely noticing a lot of really good teamwork. But where's Snaspy at the moment? Because that might, I wonder if Snaspy's doing a gen mine. Oh, what a stun from Raptor.
Snaspy is about to finish a generator.
He's going to finish the first gen of the match. Which is 1 point for the Molten Melodies. You don't want to do that. You don't want to kick gens when they have no progress. Oh, the miss.
That was cool.
But he knew Nate was there, which is very good. So the window is going to be hit right here.
And gets the hit. There we go.
Now
will this be a down?
I think it should be a down. But I will say, Nate is wasting a lot of Loaf's time. The others could be doing gens really rapidly. And this is going to be a... This is going to be a hit right here. Yeah, that is a down right there. Now, while he's getting hooked, let's see if anyone else is on gens.
Yes,
everyone's on a gen. Everyone's on
almost
a gen.
Done.
That is really good. Very good time wasting. That's what you want. That's going to be a pain res proc.
Yeah.
So, that could be
No, it isn't, because Nate's already been hooked once before.
Oh, it has. You're so right. That's another
this
gen.
is smart on Loaf. Letting the zombie go up there to hit Zan, and then hopefully Zan comes down and he gets the final hit, which seems to be exactly what's about to happen.
No, for sure. Zan should have gone to that pallet and played it, but at this point, it looks like it's going to be a hit. Now, I'm not sure about the tentacle right there. I would just literally run up to Zan at this point and just smack him, which is what he's going to do right
there
now.
you go. Now, what's interesting that I'm noticing from Loaf's gameplay is that he has not been using that tentacle whip as much to build himself up.
No, and that's going to be a down from Zan right there, and a death. Our first death on the team. Snaspy has been very good at keeping hidden and getting gens done. And that's going to be another gen for the Molten Melodies. But Zan is going to be out for the count. But that's going to be another gen.
Yep, that's another gen done.
Another gen done. Wow. It's neck and neck. here. Because that's Snaspy there. Snaspy's first chase of the entire match, it seems to be.
Yeah, and it looks like it'll be a free hit at first.
Yes, for sure. And everyone is injured, which isn't good. But that's a zombie falling down right there.
And the down on Snaspy. And that will be a Scourge Hook as well. Which is what Loaf desperately needs right now.
He desperately needs a Scourge Hook. I would be trying to, at the very least, get some tiering up happen. Because tier 1 Nemesis can't do a whole lot if the chase has to go into endgame. If they get this gen done, a tier 1 Nemesis is going to struggle.
On this will... wasn't an infection, just missed it.
No, for sure. Raptor has been playing exceptionally well. For a last-minute change, Raptor's done such a good job. I am a little...
Now, Loaf does need this down for... That is a tier 2, but he needs that last Scourge Hook. He needs it.
He does need that last Scourge Hook. Waiting for the drop down. Raptor falls for it. This is going to be a down right here.
And that's the Scourge Hook that Loaf will end up needing for this.
No, for sure.
And that generator has regressed a lot.
Yeah, no, for sure. And is it going to regress again? No, it was a different gen. It was a different gen. They're working on 2 separate generators. Now this is... Oh, Loaf is now stuck on a rock and a hard place. He has to make the right short call. Snaspy's gen does have more progress, but the other people, I think... Actually, it doesn't really matter, because the other person's going to have to go to the hook. But if they decide to stick it, this could be very detrimental. Both gens have a lot of progress. There is a zombie
going up there to push Nate off as well.
For sure. This could be very devastating. And that's a... Oh, Snaspy runs right into the Nemesis fists. But there were no more Scourge Hooks.
Loaf does need to act fast here.
Yeah, there are no more Scourge Hooks. This is...
And Nate does have a lot of zombies on him.
Yeah, not a good positioning on Nate right here. But this could also be... If Nate can do another really good chase... This could be...
It looks like that is what's happening right now.
Yeah, if he can pull a really good chase off, the other two can smash out generators. They are putting some massive pressure, using it to stun the zombie. The zombie body blocking!
The zombie, it is away!
Oh, and that's gonna be a... Oh, I miss! Now, I will notice, Loaf really likes to just punch people, which, I mean, I get it. It's a fun thing to do, just to punch people. But, and it's like he's going to switch targets to try and get back and pressure those gens, which is the smart play. These generators are where you want to be. If anything, you literally want to just hang around here. And that gen is getting close to being done.
It is indeed getting close.
That's super close and very scary. Now, not kicking the gen there, this could hurt him. This could very much hurt him. But we'll see what happens.
That little 5% bonus that you get from kicking that generator may mean everything. But he does get the down.
He does get the down indeed. Now, I think it is tier 3 that you use the tentacle for. And that's what I mean by saying if this goes to endgame. And that's going to be the gen done! The gen's going to be done!
Yep. It's going to be done.
The comeback has been absolutely amazing for the Molten Melodies. There was a moment I was a little bit worried. Looks like we have a chase of Snaspy.
And that is a hit.
That is a hit. This is... Wow. Molten Melodies have played very well. Very well indeed. Yeah. That's a drop down from Snaspy, and that's going to be a hit right there. But he might also be stalling to get Raptor out. Because if Raptor can
definitely seems to be that.
Because he's leading him to a very bad place. I love taking it. This could be the difference.
Yeah.
The spin. Now,
I would be leaving this immediately.
I would too. I would be trying to go and pressure those exit gates. Because right now, if Raptor's on one of those gates, it's going to open any second. In fact, let's have a look. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
And that looks like it'll be Raptor out, which will be 2 points for the Molten Melodies. And I think with that, the Molten Melodies have secured their spot in the final match of the game. And the Chippers Lumberbots have been knocked out of the tournament. But let's see if they can get Nate down. Because if they can get Nate down, it will be a 3K. It'll still be... Oh, the hatch! Oh, the hatch! 9-10 with a score of 12-21. Chippers Lumberbots have been knocked out, and the Molten Melodies have secured their place in the finals for today.
All right, and here we are with Plenty back at it again with the nurse. facing the Mycelium men with Demuted, Johnny the Night Guard, DJ Sturf, and Barney Goose. I'm excited to see this because these are both very strong teams.
Yes, they both are very, very strong teams. Very coordinated teams, and this could go either way. Leaving to go chase someone
Oh,
else.
there's someone edge map, and this is Johnny.
Johnny the Night Guard.
With the first hit.
First hit of the match. Oh, I'm excited for this game. This is going to be very interesting to see. Both these teams are very determined to get into the finals, and John Bears especially are very, very determined to get into the finals.
Oh, yeah. No, I think this is just a glitch on Nurse only, but there's still no chase music, so I think that's just a glitch on Nurse only by the looks of it.
I was thinking dun 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 dun. This one that sounded like Viva La Vida. That's our first down.
That's also, yeah, oh, and a grab on
Grab off
DJ
DJ Stuff. Trying to finish the
trying
gen.
to stick it. Yeah.
No, and Plenty knows the strat of sticking the gen because he's done it before in previous tournaments. Wow.
Now Johnny's on edge map, which is a really bad place to be for Survivor.
No, for sure. And that's
And
a
gets the
grab
grab.
off the window.
Oh, that's so satisfying to watch.
That's, okay, not quite. Barney Goose, let's
Not
go.
quite, but
Barney
close.
knows about the grabbing of Nurse. He knows not to do it, and Plenty's a bit unsure if someone's still on that gen. We're taking the chase with Barney Goose, which you can't tell because there's no chase music. But
oh yeah, for
this
sure.
looks like it. This should be a oh, unfortunate.
And
Oh, there's
that
a
is
down.
going to be
It is a
hit.
down. Never mind. I just don't know how Nurse works. This is Johnny the Night Guard. Now this is the best person he could have found with another gen being completed. Because getting Johnny out of the game
yeah.
might be the game-changing move for Plenty right now.
Yeah, agreed. And one thing I've noticed that a lot of players throughout the tournament have been doing is saving really fast.
Yes, which honestly sometimes is the correct play, but in a lot of times, leaving a teammate on that hook a little bit longer just to finish that gen is the play. It's what you do want to do. Because generators get you points, and you can survivors can be on the hook for a very long time. 70 seconds on a hook is a long time to get things done.
Now, it seems that Plenty wants nothing to do with Barney Goose in the slightest. Gets a hit on him and then just leaves.
Unless he decides to commit the chase right now. But he's
Now, that is a gen getting close to completion.
Yes, and that seems to be what Plenty's looking for. But the thing about Tinkerer is it only activates one time. Another grab on Demuted! That gen must be
They were trying
very
to stick
close.
it.
That gen must be very
It is 4
close.
pump very fast.
No, for sure. I would be trying to get someone to find Ruin at this point as well. Because Ruin is a devastating pack. Because Plenty gets a hook, and you literally have to. It looks like this is Barney Goose again, and Johnny the Night Guard. Now, if I was him, I'd be going for Johnny. I'd be trying to get him out of the game. And it looks like that's exactly what he's doing.
What's happening.
Oh, but look at DJ
it looks like DJ
Surf.
Surf is trying to come in, and he misses the blink. This
Oh,
might allow DJ Surf to take a hit.
It might allow him, but at the same time, Nurse is very good at dealing with body blockers. Because Nurse can just teleport through them. So it's...
Yeah.
Could go either way. That looks like it was another Tinkerer.
It might have been, or it might have been the save. Let's go see.
It might have been the same.
It might have been. Are they all on different gens? Let's see. No, they're all on the same generator.
They're trying to get that gen done as fast as possible, which is what they need, for sure. And that is going to be a gen creator.
Now, there was a blow up on the gen.
Oh, that might have cost them the gen. It looks like it did. And that's
And that's
demuted
demuted
out
down.
of the game. That's
and
true?
Barney Goose down. Oh, yeah. And it
that's another
seems that they're
gen
also
right
still trying to pressure different gens because DJ Surf is in the one in center and Barney Goose is on that one they were on originally. And that's
Yeah.
Johnny out of the match.
Out of the match. Now, this is still going it's going very well for Plenty. Plenty has pulled it back for sure. But there is still the off chance that that gen's going to pop for sure.
Yep, and it's doing the glitch again, so we're going to look at somebody else.
Yeah, there's no way that... And that's a gen done.
Now, honestly, best case scenario here would be to get both of them out, but otherwise, gain one more gen complete, which is very possible right now.
Okay.
Interesting.
That was definitely the... Unless he's in...
Glitch is still happening.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll just watch the chase from Barney's perspective.
Yeah. We actually have chase music on Nurse. Let's go!
That's actually happening? What? Okay, but I guess...
Barney Goose is down. But DJ Surf is on that gen. That gen has a lot of progress. This could be... But it looks like he's going to the gen.
And Plenty knows.
Plenty knows. Now this could be a devastating blow to their team.
And there's DJ Sturf. This could be it.
But as we saw with Maynard, you can still get the hatch if things happen. So this is that's basically a guaranteed hit. And that is both of them down. The game is pretty much over. 12 points for the John Bears. 12-4. An excellent performance by Plenty. That was a fun match to watch. And welcome back to the Suffocation Pit with Huntress. Mycelium Men versus the John Bears. Is that going to be a first hit? Oh, unfortunate. So, we'll see how it goes.
And just a little too much to the right there.
No, for sure. Probably predicting the shot. Now that's a hit for sure.
No, what, did he just start cleansing a totem that's right there?
It looks like he did. It looks like he did. Oh, unfortunate right there. Oh.
Ooh, not quite.
Not quite. Now, Nick is doing a very good job keeping Unknown distracted. And again, we have another Ruin, which is it's the fan favorite right now. The Ruin is the fan favorite at the moment. It has been doing extremely well. Now, if I was Unknown, I'd be leaving this chase. This area is really bad
I'd be leaving.
And that's a gen done for the John Bears already.
And that is a down.
Gonna be viable. It looks like that's gonna be a hit. Nick has been. Is this gonna be a tunnel out?
Oh,
very.
This is really good because you're forcing someone to mend, and looks like we'll be getting interesting. We'll be getting a down here pretty quick though.
No, maybe not. He's lost. Oh, the juking is crazy.
Somewhere over here.
He's lost him. He's completely lost him. Oh, that's a gen done as well.
Yeah, we won't be getting any at all.
And
now
that's
that is Undying gone.
Undying is gone. I thought it was Ruin, but it's Undying. I thought he had Undying. So that's Undying gone, which is unfortunate for.
And that's another gen done.
Dude, John Bears are dominating this map, which is so unfortunate to be very.
I think that's what I would be doing right now. I would just be staying over there because I mean that's really nasty 3-gen.
Yeah, you stay here, and look, there's a gen being done already. That's Cloudy with the Hex.
And they do know where Ruin is.
That is true. They do know where Ruin is. But again, this is all the more reason to stay in this area and try and get one of these, secure these 3 gens. Because even if Ruin gets popped, and that's unfortunate.
There goes the 3-gen.
So they doesn't have the 3-gen anymore, which is a devastating blow. But this looks like it's going to be partly Cloudy out of the game.
Cloudy.
Now, I know for a fact that Cloudy does not like Huntress because I have bullied him plenty of times in private matches. We have to see some incredible
they have someone on the gen across the map right now as well.
Point,
this is scary.
Unironically, the best thing to do at this point in the game is to literally try and snowball every single person out of the match. And that's the Fog Vial. Now, the Fog Vial is an interesting item because it's not very good, but it can be very useful if used correctly. And Nick knows how to use the Fog Vial very, very well.
Especially against Huntress, where it kind of cuts off your line of sight a little bit. It can make it hard to hit hatchets.
Oh, that is unfortunate. But that's a hit right there. That first hit was definitely something that Huntress could struggle with. Because it looks like it should hit, but it doesn't. Nice dodge from 3FS.
Another nice dodge.
But this should be. Oh, that would have been an easy hit right there. But it's still an M1 hit. That's Ruin gone out of the game.
There's no more Ruin.
So
let's see.
John Bears.
And
that's it. Yep. That's it. Dude, John Bears have really put themselves as a powerful team. I don't think it's going to do much because I think that's way too off. And that's the gate open.
Yeah, a little too much to the left.
That's Nick.
And the Fog Vial.
The best. And unfortunate. Nerves are definitely a factor here. Eclipsical is out now.
But he could get Cloudy.
He could get Cloudy. But we'll see what happens with Cloudy. Cloudy could just go for the hatch at this point. It wouldn't even surprise me. And that's exactly what he's doing.
That's exactly what's happening.
And I think at this point...
That looks like it'll be all 4 out.
That looks like 13-3. And that is devastating. The Mycelium men have been knocked out of this tournament.
Alright, and here we are back at it again with Manon still on Blight, and you saw the Hex Ruin was right there, and he also has Undying. Now he is going to be going up against the John Bears, and is already in his first chase, but just misses the hit.
No, for sure. Now, I have mixed opinions on whether Ruin was the correct choice. I feel like Hopgoes and Nowhere to Hide, which is what Maiden was originally going to be running, would have been the best play. I think Ruin is very, very powerful for sure, but this is one of the teams I wouldn't want to run Hexes against because they're going to be looking for it the second they notice it's there. And it could be devastating. And that's a hit right there.
And I feel like at this point in the tournament, people have really started to catch on to how powerful Ruin can be.
Yeah, and so they're going to be expecting it. The second that Ruin comes into play, and they've already found one
someone's
of the
already on it.
That's Eclipsical. This is the one downside of Hex Ruin. But it could still be very devastating if Maidens can have a very good early game. And that is our first down of the entire tournament. Not the entire tournament. Entire match. I am tired and I am excited for this to be the last match for today. But that is our first point for the Molten Melodies. Now
Nipple Nick is getting close to fish, and he already popped his fog vial for whatever reason.
I think the idea is that he won't be able to be seen at barbecue in Chile.
Oh, is that actually how that works?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, good to know.
Which is very, very, very smart. But this will be interesting. I think that will be a gem popped though from Nipple Nick. Yeah, that is it right there. So there's a point for the John Bear. This, Blight is, this is really unfortunate. Blight is getting, Menace is getting absolutely bullied by this tile. But this should be, this should be an easy just walk up and smack. So this shouldn't be too bad.
Yep.
Yeah, and there it is. With the Candy Cane, which is beautiful in all its glory. Now, while it's getting hooked, let's see if anyone else is on gens. I want to see what the gen pressure
let's go take a look.
Now.
And Nipple Nick is already halfway done with another one.
Yes, but there also is a totem getting cleansed right now by Partly Cloudy. And that's the ruin.
But this isn't the end of the world, though, because it is undying.
It could be. Hopefully it is. And there we go. That is Partly Cloudy. Now, I think Cloudy was one who was on the hex, so none of the hexes were actually done. Which is...
none of them
and unlike Generator or anything else, letting go of a hex totem doesn't fully regress it, but that is undying out of the game still. Now, this could be...
But they do know where that other one is, so this could be really bad.
No, for sure. But I think Nipple Nick is still on that gen, which could be... Yeah, that's going to be another point.
Though what I'm worried about is Nipple Nick is doing all the gens on that one side of the map. Could it possibly 3-gen them?
That could. It could very well 3-gen themselves. And that would be very, very unfortunate. But we're entering another chase of Eclipsical. This is... I'm very excited because both of these teams' killers are really... And Maintenance knows the mind games. He knows them very well. He knows exactly how to loot killers. But that's a boon as well, which is really funny.
And the down on Eclipsical.
That was a ping moment right there for sure. But that's Eclipsical down.
Sure.
But
now the pressure here is intense because going right back to the people who are injured. This is very scary. It just missed.
It looks like
he's going for the tunnel though.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Now Cloudy is really strong, so this might be a good choice, but also a bad one. And
it was a good choice.
Good choice it was.
Good choice it was. Now, Cloudy is the obsession. Does he have Decisive Strike? He does not. Keeping the pressure up. But obviously, as we've seen with big tops, John Bears are very good at turning the tide in their favor if worse comes to worse. But it will be enough to handle the Blight, and that's going to be... I think that's
Eclipsical out!
He's out! Out for the game! Now
this is really good.
Really good for the Molten Melodies, not so good for the John Bears. This could be...
Yeah.
John Bears are going to have to secure as many points as possible for plenty. This is not looking good.
Yeah. And a hit already.
With the boon, with Circle of Healing. And going for the tunnel. Now, honestly, at this point in the tournament, I fully respect it. Tunneling is a very, very powerful strategy, especially if they can get this to a 2-person down, which is going to be...
It gets the hit.
And this would be devastating. Is that a teabag right there?
I think it was just a ping and not being able to pick him up.
That's another gen
But that was a gen complete.
But that is also another point for the Molten Melodies. Now, the question is, will Maidens let the hatch go a 3rd time in a row?
And the thing is, like, going for 3FS is injured, but the scary thing is that getting Nipple Nick is probably the wiser choice because that would be 3 points if 3FS were to get the hatch.
And that's a ping moment right there. He's straight to the wall. But at this point, it could be anyone's game. But it looks like this.
Yeah, for sure.
But this looks like... Looks like life? Got some really
good
distance. Now, if I was mainins at this point, I would be trying to find Nick.
Yeah.
Because Steve's has got him in a really good loot. Now, he will get him near though, which could be good, but Nick might get another gen done. The more points that maintenance can secure, the better. But it looks like that gen will not be completed. Now, the question is, will Nick be able to get it done? Will Nick be able to get to the
Now, one
hatch?
thing I would be doing for as maintenance is just going to that hatch, but he does have barbecue and chili on him.
Oh, this
He
could be
gets
it.
the hit.
This could be it. Nick's going for the
Looks like he's
unhook,
going
it
for the
looks like.
save, though.
Which is probably the correct play to do. But this could be it for the John Bears. A trade, for sure.
Now, does he go straight for him? No, but does have the scratch marks to find him.
No, for sure. This could be devastating. That's another point right there. I gotta do my math real quick. That's 9 points.
Ooh, and just misses.
This could be it. Oh,
Ooh.
Now, FREDDYS going for the save, but I don't think it's the correct play. And that's it!
Yeah, and that's it.
It looks like that is it for the John Bears. Maintenance.
Maintenance. Oh my god!
Perfect game.
Oh.
All around.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Holy!
Don't do
Oh
that
my
yet.
god!
Hello everyone. Welcome to the final match of the tournament. Molten Melody Survivors versus the Nurse Plenty John Bears. Now, I will say, this team is scary, and something I've noticed very heavily about the No Chase music is they've brought a map and a key. These guys are trying to get rid of Ruin, and they're trying to get rid of... They're trying to get the hatch. This is going to be a close match. The amount of points that Molten Melodies needs is not much, and that is Zan off the bat. It looks like Raptor's going around trying to find the hexes, and the hex was originally down, I think. Yeah, it's on this side of the map. So that could be a time waster if worse comes to worse. This is going to be very, very interesting for sure. But it looks like Snaspy's going to be down for the count right about now. Nate will probably see Ruin though at this point, which would be very nice, to say the least.
It seems to be covered by some of the, like, items on the map.
It
that looks
does.
very hidden.
Yeah, it looks like it's a very good spot for his totem. Very lucky totem spawn. But looks like this is Snaspy going to be down once again.
No.
Oh.
This is not good. If Snaspy gets out really early here, this might be the secure that John Bears needs.
This team needs to get as many points as possible. They need to get as many gens done as possible. They need to do whatever they can. Plenty of space camping. And there seems to be a lot going on. Okay.
Still doing the thing, so...
So, you know, hard to commentate. Oh, it's glitched on everyone's... It's glitched on everyone's side. What's happening? What is this? I'm so confused.
Apparently on Zan, but
Zan's
I wonder, will we ever see Nurse like on Zan if this keeps happening, or are they just invisible?
Oh, well, Ruin's getting cleansed right now. This is what is happening? This is.
I'm so confused.
I am very, very confused as well. But it looks.
Ruin gone.
But okay,
there we go.
There we go. We're back and running. But Ruin is gone, which is going to be devastating. But we have Zan is probably going to get caught right about here. Yeah, Zan is going to be hit right here. Oh, no.
Not quite.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Just out of reach.
Zan dropping the pallet, which is an interesting choice. But honestly, not even the worst idea on the planet, because it forces Nurse to make decisions. It forces Nurse to do things. But there's a Tinkerer proc.
Oh, that's Tinker.
The Tinkerer is a perk that will probably help plenty. But without Ruin now to pressure... They're going to have to actually start kicking gens. And that...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the tree block!
The tree!
Now, Nate was behind, and I think Plenty realized that. And now, Plenty's going to kick the gen, which is probably the correct thing to do. But also, there's not so much... Oh, it's so hard to tell.
Oh, and they have 2 other gens they've been working on as well.
This is scary. The Molten Melodies might have had a really rough start with Snaspy getting 2 hooks already, but... At this point, it could be anyone's game. This is really... There's
2 Tinker
procs. 1 gen is definitely getting done.
Oh yeah, and especially if they get back on that other gen that they kicked.
Yeah,
that
was Snaspy too. Now, if I was Plenty, I would have even bothered kicking that gen, and I would have tried to get Snaspy out as fast as possible. But that looks like it's going to be a point for the Molten Melodies. The John Bears and Molten Melodies, two teams that have tried their absolute best to do as best as possible. They all want to win. They are desperate for those t-shirts. And that's going to be Raptor hit right there. And that's another gen done. Tied up.
And there's Zan.
Now, Zan is definitely one of the people that you could definitely be going for. And that Shack pallet dropped, but honestly, it won't matter because this will be an easy down. And there we are. Trying to heal. Everyone is here, which could be really devastating if he manages to get everyone down.
Sure.
But getting Zan up.
Get Zan up.
This
might... Ooh, I don't know.
This is going for Zan. Now, you could have honestly gotten Nate right then and there, and Nate probably would have been the better person to get because Nate is the pro. But
that's another gen done.
Would
that be only one more gen they have to get to win this?
I think so. I think they get that one gen, and that's it. Now, we've got a bit of slugging going on, which is good. But honestly, at this point, they just focus on gens. They just focus on gens, and that will be literally it. Or, again, get a hatch escape, anything. I don't think Plenty can let a single generator go at this point, or it is just over. But he does know what's happening over here. But I don't think he's going to make enough distance to cover it, which is concerning.
Yeah, not quite. Oh. Now, alright, not going back for Zan, going for Raptor on the edge of the map, which is smart, because I did see Zan going more so towards Shack.
Yeah, for sure. And that was a bit of poor... That was a little bit of poor pathing, which gave the M1 nurse hit, but Raptor could still juke the hell out of the nurse, which is working very well for him. Raptor is
not going into Shack.
Which, honestly, that is the best play. Nurse and Shack, there's a lot of predictions. This right now, he is losing line of sight as much as possible and seems to be completely ignoring the focus on gens, which honestly, that's not the play. But at the same time, I understand with 1 point left, it is what you need to do, trying to store points. But I think it's a guaranteed. I think someone is going to be getting some gens done. I think that think that Molten Melodies have secured, but they just have to actually get that security. You never know. They might end up completely fumbling, but I don't like the odds. And I think if we check, I reckon there's a gen being done. Oh, no, there's
Zan's
not.
the only one right now, but they are resetting completely because Raptor's
that's a little
being
concerning,
healed.
but on Zan.
No, I would be going for Snaspy right now instead of Zan because you need to get somebody out of the match now.
Yeah, Zan is only on first hook, and you've downed him plenty of times, but honestly, Zan is also, he's really weak on the team, but he's also, like, you know when we get the weakest person out of the match first, but sometimes it's worth it to try and go for someone who's weak but not as weak. Getting Snaspy out of the game would actually cripple their team a lot. As we saw, getting Zan out of the game was easy, but these three are very, very, very skilled and are very capable of
back over
time.
on Nate.
And we have also some really, really nice splitting up on gens. Plenty has to cover a lot of distance if he wants to secure.
And that's Nate down.
Nate is down, yes. But it's going to be very easy for generators to get done and the pickup. But this is tense. This is very, very tense. John Bears have secured another point though. But
they do have two. They're working on different generators. Yeah.
This is what you want. This is what you want. This team is doing an amazing job splitting pressure because even if one person gets in chase, the other people are able to complete that gen, and that will probably secure a point. Honestly, this will secure a point. And I think we're going to see in a minute. That's a Tinkerer prop, which is concerning.
Yep. Let's go see. Yeah, plus you have Deja Vu with the extra speed as well.
Yeah,
and
that gen's getting
popped.
popped.
This is done.
That gen is popped. And with
So
that...
I think that determines.
I think that is actually the game. I think that is it. Molten Melodies have won. They are in the finals.
But let's see if Plenty can win this match overall. But they have Tinker on the other gen now, so...
Oh, this is really, really concerning. And that gen is really far away. I don't think they're going to make it in time.
Yeah, this...
Yeah, that gen's going to get done.
Maybe, unless
it could be
they can get a
close.
fast teleport. Oh, not
No,
quite.
if he sticks that gen... Oh, but he doesn't stick the gen!
He doesn't stick the gen!
That gen is so close.
Wait, is that another Tinkerer proc over there? It
is! Molten Melodies.
Oh, no way!
Molten Melodies with the 5 points. Wow. But that is
And that is Snaspy out of the match.
That's everyone out. They're all out.
Yeah.
So that is an extra 6 points. 11-5, which secures the Molten Melodies as the final team to enter the finals on day 3. Oh my god.
Wow.
Who would have seen this coming? The Molten Melodies were probably the last ever team anyone expected to make it to finals, having 2 players who barely opened the game at all, but by some miracle, they made it, and by god they earned it. So now we have our 3 finalists, New Gens, 500 FREDDYS Security Breach Ruin DLC, and the Molten Melodies, all fighting on the final day for the top spot. However, day 3 would have disaster, as David Barron, the MVP for the entire tournament, was sick and couldn't make it. But with David having so many hours, we needed someone who was remotely similar in skill to make it fair, otherwise that team would have been absolutely cooked. And by god, we found one. At this point, we got Puffalo, an actual Dead by Daylight content creator to sub in, and that's who you'll be seeing on day 3, in case anyone's wondering why David left. But with that, let's move on to day 3, the final day. And if you've been enjoying this video and somehow been making it through, please do me a favor and subscribe. We are so close to hitting 100,000 subscribers, and I would greatly appreciate if we could hit it. But enough of that, here we are, day 3, the finals. Hello everybody, welcome to our first match of the day, Azerof's Wrestling Players with DBD as the Twins, and the 500 FREDDYS Security Breach Ruin DLC, featuring Puffalo today, replacing David Barron with Chupo, Chewy Dog, and Jake the Murderer 4, or It's Dingo on YouTube. Now we've got our first chase here with Chewy Dog, it appears. Oh, he's leaving chase.
Oh, and ignoring it.
Yeah, now DBD was very confident in his first few matches, but I'm wondering if against this team he's playing a bit more cautiously, and he's going to try and find specific people.
And that's
so
Chupo.
He's decided to take chase of Chupo. Now, Twins is a very strong killer, but they can be defeated by coordination quite easily.
Oh, yeah.
But here's Victor. Victor is really hard to dodge, which is a huge bonus, of course. But it looks like that's going to be... Maybe not first end. He's got some really nice distance on DBD.
Oh, yeah.
That must be what he's doing it for. Or call it Brian, which makes sense. And that's going to be a hit right... Oh!
Oh, wow. I wasn't
Very
expecting that to
nice.
actually hit. That's insane.
Yeah, just hit. And that is going to be our first point for the new gens. But there are a bunch of generators being worked on, which is extremely good. That's what you want. You want gens going at all time. This team knows how to split gens, and that is our first point for the new gens.
I think 3-pump, but might be able to pop soon here. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's going to be our first point for 500 FREDDYS Security Breach Ruin DLC. This is scary. This is really
Oh, yeah, and I'm
scary.
excited to see this.
I think it's just Puffalo. Now, Puffalo misses. Now, Puffalo is obviously much better than... Oh, that's kicking the baby!
Ooh, good job!
Stunning him with the pallet. Now, Puffalo is obviously very scary. And DBD's actually taking chase of him, which is... Honestly, I don't know if at this point I would, because there isn't as much pressure on gens as I think DBD might want. But...
And especially with losing Victor as well, it'll be harder to get that chase going as well, because you essentially don't have a power as Charlotte.
Yeah, you just M1 killer, which is not good. Looks like he's checking on gens. Now, Caller Brian is coming in favor here, as he's now to know that there's someone over here, considering it. And looks like he's going for Chupo again.
Now, this is scary, because if Chupo does end up getting tunneled out, that could be really bad, but also this next hook won't be any points, as it's 2 points for the first hook, right?
That is the finals. This is not the finals.
Oh, this is not the... Yeah, right, semifinals. I'm tired.
That is a hit. So this, tunneling in this version is fun, but in the next game will be different. But that's gonna be another gen almost done. But let's say he's slugging Chupo. Now, I am curious. This team is very good at preparing. That's an unbreakable or a heal. This team is very, very good. That's a heal.
Definitely a heal. Definitely a heal.
This team is very, very good at preparing for the specific killer, and that is another point for But that is a grab on Jake the Murderer 4, because...
Unfortunately, that's across the map.
Yes. But now he's got a hit on Puffalo. This team is prepared for anything. Miss on that. That's gonna be a kick.
Juke.
This is, so far, not looking too good for Dubois, but at the same time, we've seen in this tournament, teams that have had a bad start can sometimes make a comeback. It is, and Dubois is one of those killers who I think could potentially come back. Getting Chewy Dog down, that's going to be another point.
Ooh, this is looking very scary, because it still could go either way right now, but Security Breach Ruin DLC has a lot of good momentum right now, as this is only the second hook of the match.
No, for sure. But we do have a friend to the end proc on Puffalite, but he is injured, so unfortunately the exposed status effect isn't going to do much for him. That is true. That's going to be down on Chupo and clicking the baby, of course. Now, obviously, it's very, very damaging if twins get the baby kicked. If Victor gets knocked out, that's 20 seconds. And obviously this is really, really not good, because that's an endurance hit. And that's a whiff. I think he thought Pufflight was there, but he wasn't. This is not looking good. And that looks like
I'm really excited to see how this goes, because the mending is full-timer, but I don't think that's right. I think that's just a weird UI for this game.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. I think this is going to be a down and left. Yes! There we go. Now...
That's going to be a second hook.
Yeah, second hook and 3 points for the new gens. But he's taking chase of Puffalo in Shack. Now, okay, using Victor. Victor's definitely the person you want to use. And using Shout, the body block is huge, but he has to obviously find it. Okay, he has found it. Oh,
yeah, this is going to be... Oh, there we go, a down on Puffalo.
Looks like a generator is still getting worked on, and that gen is probably going to pop, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, most likely, because I don't know how close the hooks are over in this corner of the map. Yeah, it's a little bit of a walk, but not too far, so that might be enough to be able to get that generator over there done. And yeah, Dubal does notice that, but doesn't go for it.
The gen is, well, yeah, I mean, honestly, I respect it, because that gen was lost. I think he knew that gen was gone, and there was no point in pressuring it. He needs to pressure the other gens.
Yeah, for sure.
This Call of Brian. Call of Brian is not a... Call of Brian's one of those slowdown perks that people don't really... And not knowing what to know where to hide.
Oh. Now that's scary. So now they definitely should know that there's nowhere to hide in play, considering that Dubald found Chewy that quickly.
Yeah, of course. That's 100% going to be what's happened. Because Chewy Dog wasn't even injured at the time. That looks like it's going to be a down there.
Yeah, nothing you could do there at all.
Now it looks like he's going back to the hook to see if they... Down Puffle up again! Not knowing about not kicking the baby. Now that is unfortunate. That is going to be 2 more hooks, it looks like, unless he goes. This is scary. But at the same time, Puffle up is one tap, so this could very much go in a way that you... I mean, this could go any other way. They have to get that heal, and they did get the heal on Puffalo.
I think Puffalo has Unbreakable, actually.
Ah.
Yeah, he does.
He does. Now that's really, really unfortunate for Dubois. But that is another point for Dubois on the new gens.
Now, I know Jake over here has been working on that generator, and it is getting very close.
No, for sure. But Dubois knows that and is going there straight with Victor, and Jake doesn't notice.
Ooh.
But that gen is very, very
Now they
close.
are resetting.
Yeah, and that gen is very, very close, which is scary.
Oh, and this is on Chupo, which if Chupo does go down here, that will be one person out.
Which is what Dubois needs right now if he wants to stay in this game. He needs to make this a 3-for-1 as fast as possible, but he needs to make that happen very quickly. He cannot afford to waste any more time on that. But it looks like Jake's going right back to that gen.
Yep.
That's another gen. There's 2 gens being worked on. There's 3 gens being worked on, it looks like. Now that...
This is scary to see.
Yeah, this 3 gen is not looking good for Dubois. An absolutely devastating 3 gen form. That's the last gen.
There it goes.
That is the last gen
And
done.
one thing I've said about the maps like this is that it's very much like a good killer map until that center gen goes, because there's only one in the center of the map, and then you have to walk back and forth in any other case.
Now, taking chase with Puffalo. Now, normally I would say you don't take chase with the pro at this point in the game, but he is right next to the exit, so it makes complete sense to try and guard it. But at this point, the upper gen could be getting worked on. This is a very, very, very going straight back to hook, and that's going to be.
And that is a gate open.
Not that gate open though. It's the other gate open. This could be huge. This could be huge with your board.
Oh yeah.
But
this
he
is
chasing,
really intense.
However, he is chasing a 2-hooker, and that's not as good as it could be. Because again, getting
if I could
him
go
down,
for someone, I'd be going for Jake right now.
Yeah, Jake will get you the most points if possible, but Jake might also already be out. You never know.
Oh yeah, because he was over here. Yeah, that's at least
that's
gonna be
three people out for sure. I think that's
that's
Chewy
Chewy down.
Yeah, that's Chewy down. We have 6-11 in favor of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruin DLC.
Alrighty, and here we are on Gas Heaven. Now, many of you may think it's Gas Haven, but it's actually Heaven, as you can see on the sign there. So, we're going to have Chewy Dog on Hillbilly facing off against, well, Floop Loops, Dapper Waffle, supposedly Booney, and Supa. So, I'm really excited to see this. Now, Jerikai, unfortunately, has disappeared for the time being, as he is quitting the, hosting the tournament, and out of embarrassment, so yeah.
I showed the Discord, I'm such an amoeba. Oh,
and
that's
a down on Dapper.
Dapper Waffle. Alright.
Oh,
He has a ton of map traversal. Unforeseen is a really, really, really good play.
Ooh, and a good stun there.
Yeah. Unforeseen would be really scary on Hillbilly because being undetectable as like the fast sprint into down killer is crazy. That's a really nice dodge from Supers right there.
Now, this is something that's a weakness on Billy, is these like tight circles here, because it's so hard to turn unless you have that supercharge. But there you go.
But there's a down right there.
Oh, and on Floop, and almost hits him, but not quite.
That would have been an insane.
Now, that's an interesting choice there, because Hillbilly does not care about flashlights when it comes to breaking pallets.
No, for sure. Nowhere to hide and Unforeseen, he is going to get so much information. Nowhere to hide
and Eruption, too.
Yeah, and Eruption value. Now, that makes perfect sense, for sure. And look at that, we have our first Nowhere to Hide proc that I've seen at the least. This could be huge. And that looks like it is a Booney.
I think that might be Booney there, but because I know they had a really interesting skin. Yeah. With wings.
Now,
I think that is Booney.
Yeah, Hillbilly is like the one killer where realistically it's totally fine to not go into chase and kick a gem because dude is just so fast.
Ooh. If only he had supercharge there, he probably would have hit that.
But he's about to get it. He's about to get his overdrive. And just as there it is. We're going to have some absolutely insane plays going on.
This is 3 pumped. Now, I am getting a little worried here, as there hasn't been a down for a little while.
And all those gens are going to explode. And looks like he's trying to get
and here we go.
Out of position. Super's down for the count. I don't think that he has nowhere to hide yet, but that would be really scary if they haven't figured that out yet, because that is a huge advantage to know if the killer has nowhere to hide. But that is another gen popped for the new gens.
Yeah, that is Booney there.
Ooh. Oh, unfortunate.
Just a little off on the timing there.
This is a very, very bad pallet. A very, very bad tower to try and curve around. But it looks like he nearly got it.
And leaving to go up to here.
Yeah. Now that is honestly a really, really, really smart play. But
that's another gen popped.
These teams are both playing very, very well. But it looks like he's trying to try and get Supers out of the game as fast as possible. Because getting Supers out will basically guarantee... And plus he's injured, so he just has to M1 him. Which is...
And there's no pallets over here either.
Now that's going to be another down on Super. Now, if
Super out.
I can see Flute Loops is by for the flashlight save. But it looks like that he knows about it and he's going to chase him off. Potentially get it down here. Now, I would have started making my chainsaw a little bit ahead of time.
Yeah, because that was a very straight ahead kind of opportunity there. I'm not going to pick up Supa is interesting here, because that's a very early out of this match, and yeah.
If I was him, I'd be going right back to Supers, because you can make it there, and that's exactly what it looks like he's going to be doing. that is Supers out of the game, out for the count. Very unfortunate. There's another gen popped. This is very close. This is very, 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 very close. If all these 3 people escape and Super doesn't get another hook, which I think he's getting on Dapper Waffle, this is scary. I'm very, very scared.
That is the last gen popped. Oh, and we're getting a similar play.
Yeah, similar camping play, which on Billy, very fun. I mean, at this point, unless they get Dapper Waffle, they have won. Like, they're 1 point ahead. It's only 2 points. It'll be 15 to 16 if Chupo just stays here and doesn't move. He has played just well enough to secure his spot in the finals.
You can feel the pressure in the room right now. You can really feel it. Floop has left, and
They've
Booney
both
has
left,
also
so that is 15 to 16. So, with that in play, Fire the Face of Cubage Ruined DLC has barely, just barely secured their spot in final.
Alrighty, here we are back on Suffocation Pit for like the 14th time this tournament. We are going to be watching Maintenance playing Blight again, which I'm super excited for because it's always been a joy to see this. Facing off against new gen survivors being Floop Loop, Booney, Supa, and the Dapper Waffle. So yeah, let's get into it.
No, for sure. And it looks like we have another Ruin again. We have Ruin as well in our first hit. Ruin is definitely an interesting proc for sure, because I know Flute Loops, right? And I stun. And Flute Loops is very, very good at finding totems from personal experience. He knows a lot of totem spots. Looks like he's leading them across. Looks like he's heading off to and they found the totem already. I told you, Flute Loops is really good. Now, last time this was the downfall of the team. Eclipsical was catching totems, and it ended up being the downfall of the team. But he has to actually get the down on Flip for this to count.
Ooh, and just missed it, but this might be close enough to get a hit regard. Oh, there's a pallet here too.
Oh, this could be intense. This could be very intense.
Oh, and Floop's already gone.
Left. Wow, this is scary. This is really scary. Now, Floop is going to be leading Maintenance for a very long chase. He's a very, very good player.
Oh, yeah.
This is scary. This is really scary.
Now, he is leaving Floop, which is the wise choice here, as a lot of time has already been wasted. Let's see how many gens are being worked on. Is it 2?
Looks like 2.
All right, it looks like 2.
But Super's going to chase off a gen. Oh, go hit on Dapper Waffle. Now, one thing I will say is that I know specifically, I think what his name has said, Manus has said, is that he doesn't mind Ruin because even if it gets procced, so that's a point for a new gens, it's still time not being on gens.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But this is, I'm a bit scared.
This might have been a bad choice here because that means that
that's going to be a hit. For sure.
Yep.
That is a hit.
And someone is on this generator, but getting pushed off already.
Yes.
And a hit on Booney.
A very nice hit. This is scary.
Really?
Oh, is that? It looks like both are gone.
When did the first one go? What?
It must have gone earlier. We must not have seen it. Now that's unfortunate for Maintenance. Pull it back if they get out of position. That might be a hit there. Oh, very nice.
Very, very nice indeed.
Yeah. This is so tense. Molten Melodies are the ultimate underdog, and that's a hit right there. They're the ultimate underdogs. They really, really want. Is this gonna be a flashlight save?
Nope.
No, it's not. So going for the save might not be the best, but that's gonna be a point each for each team. You have a gen and a hook. This is scary.
And back on Floop Loops, but looking to go over for the other one. I think this is Supa. No, it's Dapper Waffle.
Now, Dapper Waffle is a good choice because he does have a hook, so getting him out of the game might be the play. He might need to tunnel someone out. And Dapper Waffle, honestly, is probably one of the weaker members on the team, but he is still very, very good at what he does. This is scary.
And a hit, there we go.
That is a very nice hit.
Dapper, come on.
Oh my god, I literally made the window, dude.
But hanging out in Shack. Now,
and there goes Shack.
I'm a little bit worried just because all the other gens on the other side of the map.
Yeah, I agree. But it's like If he gets someone out early, that's good, and that is a down.
Nice!
But at the same time.
Very nice hits.
Oh yeah.
He's he vaulted the window.
Now he does know someone is over here, and it is Floop.
It's Floop. It is Floop. Gonna be trying to go for the flashlight save. But that won't be it. That will not be it. That was a missed opportunity. Now, I don't think Mainen's minds, because again, if Floop is going for flashlight saves, he's not on gens. And there's another point for the Molten Melodies.
Now, one thing I've been noticing today, and this has happened a lot in these situations where it's been 2 people who get down repeatedly and 2 people who do not get downed at all.
Yeah, no, for sure. Which isn't the worst thing on the planet.
Oh,
But
yeah,
that's going to be another point for the Molten Melodies. He can't afford to let any stray points go. And that's going to be
that
hit
is
on
a free
supers
him
right there.
super.
Kicking the gen, which honestly, at this point, I don't even blame him for, because 1, you're playing Blight, so you can just zoom back to where you need to go. But 2, you like, he doesn't have any slowdown now. He's lost Ruin,
and he's been
which is
pushed. What was that?
I think he rushed and swung at the same time. But it's going to be a hit right there regardless. Now, both teams are still playing exceptionally well.
Ooh, almost.
Oh, nearly got the flashlight save. If I was Floop, I would
close.
honestly be forgetting the flashlight saves and be trying to go for gens. Because he is wasting so much time by trying to go for the flashlight save. Flashlight saves can be very beneficial, but honestly, 9 out of 10, they are just for show.
Mm-hmm.
It can waste the killer's time, but it can also waste just as much as the survivor's time as well. But that is another gen completed.
Yeah,
and
he is
another
definitely
gen
protecting
very,
his
very
3
close,
gen very hard right now.
which is the smart play. That gen on the side of the map does not matter. That's a hit on Floop Loops. Now, if he can get Floop Loops downed, this would be huge.
Yeah, now I would have smacked that door down because that's going to be very annoying to try to loop around. But yeah, that's exactly
which
what
looks
he
like
does now, so there you go.
he's learning himself for that. That's going to be a window for sure.
Oh no!
Oh, we have
He
an
got
alternate.
flushed.
Oh, but they left a bit too early. But this is
Oh,
gonna be,
but
that's going to be
Booney is
Booney.
here. Oh, but with the
Booney
dead
got the
heart?
dead hard. Booney with the dead hard.
And
Man
Manus
didn't
thinks that-
realize.
Oh
Man
no!
doesn't realize it was a dead hard. Oh no! This is scary.
Way at the moment, which is very scary. And yeah, this
Oh,
gen
that's-
is ready to
That is
pop.
the worst gen to get popped for Maidens. That is his 3 gen broken.
And just misses the bounce off there. Now going for Floop here, if they do get that final one popped, would be the best idea because Floop has not been hooked. So if he can secure the kill on
Oh,
Floop,
for sure. Getting Flip, and that's the last gen popped. Getting Flip Lips out of the game would be the most amazing thing for him right now.
Oh yeah.
Going for super it seems. Which,
that is super.
again, he's also on first hook, so he wouldn't be a bad choice either. But I think Flip, that extra 3 points could be huge.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because now it'd essentially be
unfortunate.
almost everyone on death hook, and they already have a door open.
This is so unfortunate to see. But
Ooh, and just misses there.
all the team, this team is, New Gens has been playing exceptionally well this game. It's hard to
Ooh.
fault them. Both teams have played very, 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 very well. This might be the Molten Melodies potentially knocked out. But
And
that
there's
was
the down on
super.
Supa.
Now, if he had Blood Warden, that'd have been hilarious. But that
It would have been
is going to be...
hilarious.
So that is 11 points. 11 to 7. That isn't that bad. But
Yeah.
I'm sure Manins is not going to be very pleased with himself. But he still played very well. Alrighty, welcome to Azeroth's Resting Place, featuring Dubald as twins, and the Molten Melodies with Snaspy, Zan, Raptor, and Alternator. Now this is going to be a horrendously terrifying match, as Dubald is going to be extremely determined to take full advantage of that huge lead that his team gave.
Oh?
And oh.
Nate?
And Nate is AFK? Oh no. That is
Oh,
not good.
you know his team was yelling at him there.
Unfortunate as it is. Oh, but Dubald's very patient with Victor.
And yep, that's a
gonna
down
be
already.
Dubald is taking full advantage of that. But his team is rushing a gen, which is what? Oh, he's slugging.
Well, actually, no, he's trying to come over, but that is a pickup.
Oh, it's a pickup, and that is a point. Wow.
Ooh.
Dubold is probably mad about that 3 down.
No, I don't know if this will... Oh, it will. Okay, there we go.
Wow. Wow. What a... I'm lost for words. I'm sure that Dubold is absolutely fuming at that. That could be a... That could have been a mind game. That could have been a mind game for all we know. Is this going to be a hit?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is a hit. Yeah,
now,
Victor is one of those.
Nate coming over right now? It
is. Looks like it is. Wow. And it's gonna try. Yeah, and Dubold knows he's gonna try and lure the baby. But Dubold is being very patient.
And there you go.
That's a grab right there. But he's gonna get the heal, maybe. Oh no, he's gonna try and crush. Very interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah. Oh no. Nate got caught off guard.
Right there.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna be a hit.
Oh no!
Oh, that is really scary.
I think this is basement too.
Oh, this is basement.
Oh, this is a really bad place to be.
This is really bad for Molten Melodies, but really good for the new gens, who have now secured an extra point. Dubold has the cards in his favor right now.
Oh yeah.
Molten Melodies are gonna have to work. If they want to win this, they have to be very careful. I don't think they can afford.
Oh, and I believe this is Snasby here.
This is Snasby here, going for the save.
Now, if he gets this down on Snasby, he only has to essentially find Zan, and it could be over.
Yeah, and this could be it. This could be the most insane match. But it looks like he's going for the basement hook, which is probably the right play at this point.
And barely gets it off.
Barely gets Raptor off.
Oh no!
Very good. This is
oh no!
That is so unfortunate. Wow, that could not have gone any better for Dubold. But
and with Fred's till the end, it's over.
Oh no!
It's over. All 4 in the basement.
It's over. That is crazy. Everyone in the basement.
Oh my goodness, man.
24 points, I think. That has to be the most amazing stomp I have ever seen. What just happened? That is crazy.
Loss. I don't even know how to describe that. Oh my god. Alrighty, here we are with Dubold playing Pyramid Head. The first time that we've actually seen this throughout this whole entire tournament. We have not seen Pyramid Head once.
Now, Lethal Pursuer is a very interesting choice on Pyramid Head, because Pyramid Head can't get to the other side of the map very quickly. So it definitely is more of a feel-good perk, for sure. But that is our first kill on Chupo. Now, this is going to be really exciting, because Pyramid Head is one of my favorite killers to watch, even if necessarily he isn't my favorite killer to play. And that's going to be M2 Fake. That's going to be a hit right there.
Yeah, it's going to be a down already.
Our first down on Chupo. Oh, Pablo going for the save.
Does get the save.
Gets the pallet save!
Nice.
I'm on a pallet. Dead out of pallet.
Gotcha.
Good shit.
It was good chase. It was good chase. Don't worry.
Good chase.
Nice job on Puffalope's part. Now, again, mental battle is essential. But also, there is more maps. So even if this map goes really bad for one person, it could still go either way.
And gets the hit, predicts it. Good job.
Now, Pain Res on Pyramid Head is very interesting, because Pyramid Head thrives on the cages. But with Pain Res, that might not be the smartest play. But that's going to be our first gen done.
Not quite, because he has Scourge, Hook, Pain Res, so it's going to delay it a little bit.
Scourge, Hook, Pain Res, isn't it? Oh, that's a first hook. So they've got to remember the new rules. That is 2 points for Dubold.
Yeah, that is 2 points.
2 points for Dubold.
And 1 point.
There's our first gen. And 1 point for Mine's basically which Ruin DLC. Now this 2 point thing could be absolutely huge, because it's going to force Dubold to have to try and get Puffalo
here. He gets the down on Puffalo.
Which he gets.
Pyramid Head's mobility, that center gen, I would be trying to get that done immediately, because that means he has to keep going back and forth across the map if you can get somehow do that.
No, for sure. That center gen should be a top priority. And that is going to be a hit right there. Now going for Chupo here, risky. A hook on Chupo right now is no points.
That isn't. It looks like he is breaking off. Maybe? No, not quite.
Or trying to cut him off. Looks like he's trying to cut him off.
Oh, but Nurse is calling. He might get value here. But they do leave, but that's 2
Get double hit! This is not a point if he gets this.
And he does dodge it.
And that's... He does dodge it. He baits out the swing.
And
but this is going to be Chewy Dog Yes. Now, the gens, I will say, definitely something. That's going to be a hit right there.
Yep, and that's going to be 2 points immediately because that's going to be a cage.
Yeah, 2 points immediately. Actually, there's no points for caging. No, I'm joking. Tremendously terrible.
Oh, and gets caught up on the tree.
But all 3 people are on this side of the map. And Jake is the one person he wants to go for to secure at least 8 points. And I'm all ears, which is a extremely good perk. In fact, I think out of every killer in the game, he benefits the most from I'm all ears.
Yeah, and this is really catching them off guard, is him just holding that.
Sort of his.
And gets the hit.
Nice.
Very good prediction
nice.
from Dubald.
Yeah, Dubald is doing his absolute best to pressure this thing as
Ooh.
much as possible. And that is a hit as well. And that's going to be a cage. But there's also no extra points.
Oh, and Pufflop has no clue where Dubald is.
Pufflop just runs right into it. That is a gen done.
That is another gen done.
Was that wasn't the center gen though, was it? No, it wasn't.
No, not by the looks of it.
No,
Let's see how long this chase lasts for.
He is second hook, so this could be very, very devastating.
Oh yeah, because if you get Pufflop out, that's the Team Pro gone. Yeah, this looks like it will be a down.
Right there. And is that going to be a hook in the basement too? That could be very, very, very nice.
Yeah, the last time we saw this happen.
Is Pufflop Scourge hooked? I don't know if he is.
No, I think only Chupo and Dingo are at the moment.
Now, that's an interesting choice. I don't know if I would have done that personally. Maybe the Scourge would have been the better play. Because that gen is going to be very close done.
You'd want to get one of those more, like, center map ones. But I think that is another one done. It is that far edge one I was talking about.
Yeah, no. This is still could be very nice 3-gen material for Time Face Equity Withdrawal and DLC. Not bad. Missing his power can be devastating. In fact, most Pyramid Heads get more value by not using their power, which is kind of a crazy thing to think about. Just like there.
And that's going to be Chewy out of the map.
Chewy out of the map. With Pyramid Head's really fast Mori. There's nowhere to hide. Oh, gets to the behind stun. You could say that Pyramid Head's just got a. I'm not gonna say that.
They nerfed his butt.
But everyone says that Pyramid Head needs to be nerfed from behind, but I don't know. I feel like that's a strategical disadvantage on Pyramid Head's part. Like you just saw it right there.
Yeah.
For what it is.
Oh yeah.
This is really, really good. Oh, that's unfortunate. Does not work on Puffalo. Very good player, but he does have Killer Instinct, and that's a hit right there.
Oh, this is scary.
The other two better be working their asses off on gens.
Yeah, let's take a look really quick. Yeah, there's one almost done, and the other one is about halfway.
This could turn the tide and get Security Breach at least. That's 1 point for them. And again, it doesn't matter this match really all that much. The more points, the better, obviously, but it could still be very, very good.
That's
Puffalo out of the game. And that will be 10 points for the new gens.
And they're both working on the same generator. They might be able to get this done, but it is that center generator, which he is heading directly towards. It's going to be a close call.
Now, this will be a very, very close call. But I think if they stick it, they'll get it. And if they get that, it's just points.
Oh, but they don't stick it.
They don't stick it. They should have stuck it. But I feel like if he goes for Jake right now and Chupo's nearby, this could be devastating.
And Chupo
is hanging around, but he's going for Jake. This could turn in. Oh,
guarding that generator.
I think Dubald knows. Dubald could know. Dubald could absolutely know. But this is still a very nasty 3-gen. Not as good as he could have wanted, but Chupo is the person to go for right now. Get him out of the game as fast as possible. There's no points for Jake at this point if he goes for him. He knows that Chewy is the right person to go for. This could be what turns it in New Gens' favor.
No, he is back on that generator.
Now that gen is probably going to pop, but at the same time, we do have this.
No, this is a very scary spot to be, though.
No, for sure. That's the last gen done. That is also Chupo out of
and
the
going for
game.
Jake because he did see on the an aura of
he knows
Jake.
exactly where he is. But this could also be devastating because if Chupo can remain hidden, we can get a hatch, and hatch is very, very important. But it looks like this is going to be, and that's it. That is it. That is 12 points for the new gens. Welcome to Dead Dog Salon with our little swearing child, Chucky, Charles Lee Ray. Now, Dead Dog Salon was a crazy pull, as this map is very good for Juggy.
Oh yeah, for sure. And honestly, I'm excited to see Chucky gameplay because he is one of my favorite killers to watch. Now, I suck at Chucky, but I love watching people play him.
I suck at Chucky, and I'm not particularly fond of versing him, but this could be very interesting to see.
And also running Ruin again.
Now, again, both teams have chosen their weaker killer first, but Chewy is going to have to work really hard to try and just prevent, like any gens or anything. He needs to get as big of a lead on his team as possible, because it's helping his team out is the best thing he can do right now. But this looks like it's going to be unfortunate.
No,
that was crazy. That didn't hit.
Yeah, I felt like that should have hit, but it didn't.
No, for sure. But this is Dead by Daylight for you. This is gonna be very
and gets the grab.
That's unfortunate. Now grab on Chucky look really funny.
I do love the grabs on Chucky.
Now that is, I am not gonna lie, that is not the gen you want to get done first on this map, as it basically, that gen is really hard to get to. So getting that gen done first isn't gonna do much, but that is
Undying gone.
Undying gone.
And yeah, now leading them up here, and yep, just leaving, which is a wise choice because this is there's no reason to be here. The gen's complete.
Yeah, main building is just the worst place to be. That is going to be the Dapper Waffle getting a hit. Now, dropping the pallet, very interesting. So I think I noticed a lot of players do, which is not always the wise choice. And not going for the pallet is interesting.
Yeah.
That was really, he would have easily made that pallet, at least from what I saw. People forget that Chucky is a 4.4 meters per second killer. So making distance is very easy, but that is another 2 points for FREDDYS Security Breach Ruin DLC. Then there's a lot of pressure immediately gone. They're going for supers.
And there goes Ruin.
Okay, that's Ruin gone.
And another
gen pop too. This is looking really bad for Security Breach Ruin. I guess you could say
it's Super lost.
Super is off. He ran into a wall. Now there is one problem. Okay, Flip is to see for the flashlight save, which is
He gets the hit
right there. Very nice. Now, Super is definitely, like, getting him hooked is a good idea, but it also is literally 0 points.
Everyone is here, which is not good, because that means everyone is not working on any generators. And he sees Floop, he's gonna go for Floop. No, he does not.
Floop is smart and knows not to go for the armhole.
Now, this is essentially a dead zone now, because that's pretty much every pallet on this side of the map just gone.
No, for sure. It looks like Waffle's gonna hit second stage in a second. And he has!
He has!
And that's really bad, because that means that he doesn't have to doesn't have to go for that second hook, which is a lot more time saved.
And he sees Floop over there going back. He's guarding this hook really good, and this is really delaying a lot of their time, too.
And I'm not a good body block. Floop is down for the count now.
Oh, wow. Chewy is playing this really, really well.
This is an interesting choice. Now, I would take advantage of the fact that you've got your pro player.
And that's Waffle out.
Getting the hook on him is... Yeah, that's Waffle out. Unless Waffle has Decisive Strike, that's it.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh!
Yeah, no, the fact that he was able to put pressure on that hook to where Dapper Waffle couldn't use the anti-camp to get off, but to push him to the second hook was really good.
Supers and Booney. Now, Booney is very good. And this won't be a point for him, but this is a hook, and obviously a hook is that works in his favor still.
Oh yeah,
that gen is probably the best play, but it looks like he sees him and doesn't see him.
Gets the
That's
pull.
a grab off the gen.
Oh no way!
That is crazy. There are a lot of points still up for grabs. They have gotten 9 points, so this could still be very good.
Oh, this is gonna be
a hit.
Dead hard.
Dead hard. Yeah, Booney knows how to use Dead Hard very effectively. That's gonna be a hit right there.
Oh no.
Sure. There's not really much you can do there.
And that is a hit on Supa, so this could be another person out, which will make it very difficult for Booney and Floop Loops to get out.
Sure. Chucky isn't in power though, which is a little worrying, but that could be a hit. That could very easily be a hit if Chewy plays his card.
Oh yeah, it is.
Nice! Very well done. And that's going to be Super's out for the count. Like I said, this could be anyone's game.
And back on Booney.
Yeah. Now Booney, this is a tough call to make, because Floop might be the right person to go for, because getting him out of the game, or getting him on second stage, eliminates that final hook, but at the same time, it's hard to tell.
I mean,
If Flip
considering
escapes,
with the hatch spawns too, if it baits it out, there we go.
Baits are dead to hard. Very nice. Learned his lesson. He is a lot closer than Flip is.
And
okay. I thought they turned on a hack cheat for a second, and that would have been really, really funny. But also that would have been an instant disqualification. So, and look, they know.
And that's Flip gone.
No,
No way.
That's Flip gone. That is crazy. But that is 2 points for the new gens. Head 1.
Alrighty, here we are on Suffocation Pit for the 1,000,000th time in this tournament. We have Dewbald playing twins against Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Free Ruin DLC with Chewy Dog, Chupo, Jake, and Puffaloop. So here we go yet again.
The final game of. Now I'm noticing there are some perk changes.
Yeah,
We
some
have
interesting ones.
Spies of the Shadows, which is a very interesting perk. Now it's actually an underrated perk, but sometimes I don't know if Twins is the complete right character for it, but not a bad choice overall.
Yeah.
With Force Hesitation from Pyramid Head, Call of Brine. Now that's going to be a very distracting notification. Jabal's going to have to learn how to use that correctly. Otherwise, this could be devastating. But it is still a good try. Now he has gotten an injury, but it meant nothing.
And it's getting led on a good chase from Jake right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now, obviously, when it comes to pallet stuns, normally you don't want to. Okay, that's definitely one that you don't want to try and pallet stun at. But at the same time, fair enough. It's going to be very interesting. Wasting as much time as possible is definitely the play. It seems to be they're trying to keep them on this side of the map as much as possible, which is what you want to do.
And leaving that area, which is a wise choice here, to try and create some distance from Victor.
Yeah.
Ed has lost him.
This is a team that knows how to combat. Oh, we got 2 people on the miss.
And the
And that
kick.
is Victor kick. This is a very bad start, but at the same time, it could be anyone's game. This is very exciting to see. We have some generator. Oh, that generator is superbly close.
Oh yeah, that is, and there's another one across the map that's about 50%. So this is very scary so far. Not one hook yet, and 2 different gens being worked on.
This is scary. It looks like Buffalo's self-caring.
Oh no!
Oh, gets the down, but also stuns Victor. So that is kind of a good trade-off for both, if you ask me. It's kind of 50-50.
And going back to this generator. And that's one done.
Done though. So now the score is all tied up.
And sticks the generator and has sprint burst.
So that's 18.
Oh no, and Puffalope's back up too. This is really bad. And one thing that I'm also kind of nervous for both teams here is that they've both already played against each other's strongest killers. So will they actually be the strongest killers to go against for this?
Yeah. Nice body block from Buffalo, which is the right play. Again, you can tell this is a team that's very, very good. Now, is that going to be another hit on Buffalo? Again, Buffalo's being very patient here. That could be a down.
And that's a down.
They are doing extremely well. But Eugents do have 2 points. So at this... Oh, it looks like Victor's in the way body blocking. Are we going to be tied up in a second? Yes, we are.
Ooh.
19-19. And that would... An ultimate tiebreaker because that's another gen done. Dude, these guys have been destroying. 1 hook with 1 gen
and
is
the
not
3 gen. There's
good.
1 gen across the other side of the map too. This is insane.
Counter to Twins is a very, very coordinated team, and that is all the gens popped. Gate there.
It is the gate there.
That might be. And it's Buffalo too. No, that's Jake. That's Jake. Jake just has to run out. Looks like he's guarding the exit. This has not been a good match for DBD. Waiting for the pallet again. DBD has not learned his lesson, and that's going to be an out right then and there. But wait, he can't leave a Victor on his head. I don't think he knows that. Oh no!
Oh
Very
no!
nice. Jacob took all his way out. Jacob took all his way out.
He doesn't though.
Unfortunate.
I would have
That's an extra
stuck
2
right
points.
there for when Charlotte hit me, just so I could just crawl out instantly.
But this could just be a grab off. That is 2 points for the new gens at the end of the day.
Oh, there is
that's
someone
still...
here.
No, for sure. And this could be it. This could still be a 4-man out. This is still a very possible 4-man out. Everyone is here. I don't know if you saw him, but he's just gonna camp the hook. Now, this is again like what Shoutout was doing, but unfortunately not the. Oh, this could be bad. I'm going for Buffalo. Trying to get him out of the match as fast as possible. But Buffalo's out!
They're all out! Four
and
out!
everyone is out! Everyone is out! Here we are on Coal Tower 1, just in case I didn't go through, with a Hillbilly. Should we log on Hillbilly?
Ooh,
now,
that was close on Fluke.
That was very close. Now, the stakes are incredibly high. Both teams have to play out of their minds if they want to secure any wins. This is going to be crazy. I think looking at everything, literally all Security Witch needs is like 3 hooks and it's over.
And that's the first one already.
I don't even want to commentate. I just want to cheer the teams on. Like I just want to be like, go, go! The stakes are super, super high. Oh, and Fluke's out of
and that's
position.
Fluke down.
Unfortunate. This is scary. And Super's here. Now Super, this is still a point.
Yeah.
That's still really good to have. Oh, that's really scary. I can tell the nerves are high. But the second that one down is secured from either Waffle or Booney, it is just it's just game over. And it looks like that's it.
He might double vault. This loop is kind of rough for you to play. Not for you though. Holy shit! I'm sorry, bro, for disrespecting you.
That looks like it is completely it. It looks like Find the Freddy's Security Witch, Ruin DLC have secured the win. I think now is the time we start interviewing people. I think we interview new gens first. Yeah, give them a proper send-off. Hello!
I learned why I don't like Comp DBD. I learned why this game sucks.
You guys played very, very well. You guys did such a good job to get to this point. And I think out of every team in this tournament, you guys were facing off against probably the strongest team out of any of them.
Strongest team?
Should be very proud of
He didn't even hit me once, dude. That last game, did you see that? He didn't even hit me once.
Yeah, no,
I know.
We were confused on where you were for like 90% of that match.
I'm a shadow.
I don't know why.
Creeping around doing all
that's
kinds
the real
of
victory
things.
here. Waffle didn't get hit a single time in that last match.
Dude, I was in this call and I'm like, guys, I know that we're gonna lose, but my god, do I want to fry their killer? He's been annoying me the whole time, and my god, did I do that. So I think that's a real win.
But you guys played very well. Like, even Dubald's muted right now, but even Dubald as twins has played very, very well. I'm getting DMs right now. I think Dubald's sending an airstrike to my location right about now. But you guys did very, very well. You should be very proud of what you've done. Do you have any final words you want to say?
What was the final score? I can't check right now.
32 to 36.
Oh, okay. It wasn't too far off.
Very close, man.
You guys did not get absolutely stomped. You guys did very, very well. You kept that score tied. We're gonna go check in on the winners. We're gonna do all that sort of stuff. You guys have been an absolute pleasure to have on. All the best. Thank you so much for being here and helping us raise money for charity. It's been absolutely incredible. Any final words you want to say?
Donate.
Yes!
Donate, and also,
donate.
I have one thing I want to say. If you yourself are thinking of hosting a Dead by Daylight tournament, okay, comp
Here we
tournament.
go.
First of all, don't. First of all, don't do that. Second of all, please, I beg of you, do not allow Dead Dog on Chucky. We just could not see him that entire game. We could.
Hello. Guys.
How are we feeling?
Hello.
What's up?
We're feeling pretty
I'm feeling
fucking good
really,
right now.
honestly, I'm feeling like, number one, I'm feeling like all those lashes I have on my back from the training with David Barron are number one. Number two, I'm feeling relieved because I just played like 6 games in a row because I had to play Survivor and Killer.
Yeah, no, that was my biggest concern. Was like, oh, you might be just burnt out, not wanting to play.
Tired.
But guys,
I am burnt out.
Congratulations.
If we had to play another round, I would have like not done
the
well.
one more night of DBD Charity Tournament with a total final score of 32 to 36.
Nice.
That's close. That's close.
That's
Which means you guys will be getting your t-shirts, which we all discussed.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yay.
You guys will be getting.
Let's
your
go.
t-shirts.
Remember me? I want
And of
this t-shirt
course-
too.
Yeah, give Puff one.
Yes, of course. Of course,
T-shirt.
Puff will definitely get a t-shirt, 100%.
Puff saved the team.
And with all that done and dusted, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruin DLC won the entire tournament with a final score of 36 points, cementing themselves as the ultimate champions. And they all got their shirts, including Puffalope, though I don't think he actually accepted it, so I don't know, but he does deserve a shirt, I promise. If he ever wants it, I will give it to him, I promise. But on that, Puffalope also made their own video on their POV of the finals, if you want to go check that out. And once the tournament and the after party were all done and dusted, we had raised a total of $4,500 to Movember, and I even shaved my head, making me fucking bald. A huge thank you to everyone who participated in this tournament. I tried to include all their details in the description below, so please go check them out if you can, it would mean the world to me. And if you made it all the way through this video and haven't subscribed, bro, subscribe, what the hell are you doing? But thank you all so much for watching this. This tournament was a lot of fun, and I'll definitely be doing one sometime in 2026, but by God, it'll not be 3 days.